And the Phantoms, you're watching Hershey Bears playoff hockey live from Allentown.
Buy it?
That's what they just said on TV.
Doesn't matter what year, make, or model.
No.
And I can get Kelley Blue Book for it?
More. 125%.
And if I buy a new car, I'll get their buyer's edge with $1,500 in bonus extras?
Yes.
I find that very hard to believe.
Ugh.
And don't forget at Oarsman, we'll buy any car. Oarsman Chantilly Toyota. Let's ride together.
Cirque du Soleil in spectacle featuring astonishing acrobatics. Come and get carried away with life at Corteo by Cirque du Soleil. Join us at the Eagle Bank Arena from May 17th to May 25th. Corteo thanks its official partner, Air Canada. Tickets on sale at CirqueDuSoleil.com.
If you need $750 or $1,500 up to $3,000, just go to
WeFixMoney.com
and get the money you need as soon as tomorrow. WeFixMoney.com is free to use and available 24/7, and you don't need perfect credit. Go to WeFixMoney.com right now, and we'll guarantee that in 2 minutes, you'll find out if you're approved for a loan of up to $3,000. Money you could get by tomorrow. Go to WeFixMoney.com.
Spring into savings with Thompson Creek. For a limited time, save big with free installation on all windows and enjoy no interest for 18 months.
We do it all.
Design, build, and install.
So you won't pay the middleman markup.
You get high-quality windows at an affordable price.
Direct from our local factory.
There's never been a better time to buy.
Call 855-57 Creek now before this offer is gone.
Home sweet Thompson Creek.
It all starts with a Chevy truck. Chevy Silverado with the TurboMax engine and best-in-class standard torque. And Chevy Silverado HD with up to 14 available camera views. Do more in a Chevy truck. Get yours now.
Get $5,750 total value on this Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP.
Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Take note. The rules have changed. It's a new day. A new opportunity to make the shots we take. Follow us from where it all began. The next chapter of our legacy is here. It's time to be entertained. It's time to inspire and shape the culture. It's time to hold court.
Welcome back to Hershey Bears hockey on Fox 43. We're getting set for puck drop of Game 4 of the Atlantic Division semifinals between the Hershey Bears and the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. The Bears lead the best-of-5 series 2-1. We're here at the PPL Center in downtown Allentown tonight. And let's take a look at tonight's starting goaltenders. No surprise, Garrett Hunter Shepard in net for Hershey. Once again, a 2-1 record. He's been fantastic, and the reason the Bears were close in that game that they didn't feel they played well in game number 3.
Yeah, you look at those numbers, obviously they speak for themselves. If we talk about the response games that he's been able to, pull off down the stretch here, it's been unbelievable.
Fans filing into their seats. It's Cal Peterson on the other side for the Phantoms that will get the call. He's been good of late and good overall in these playoffs. He's played them all, but the Bears have to pepper him a bit more coming off that 22-save shutout.
Yeah, I think, for the Bears, their mindset right now, obviously you come off of a shutout, they want to get in front of him. They want to make sure that he has to work, especially early on. You don't want him to kind of settle into a game. I would expect the Bears come out, start firing and just try to get something in on Cal Peterson here.
Let's take a look at today's scratches. First for the Hershey Bears, we mentioned Matthew Phillips is going to be out today. Jake Massey, Ryan Hofer also out. Dmitry Osipov on the regulars. Large number of black aces, including Alexander Suzdalev, who was assigned to the team today, also will not dress for Hershey. We see Garrett Rowe in place of Phillips here today for the Bears. Meanwhile, on the other side for Lehigh Valley, they will keep the same lineup. Samuel Tuamala is still injured. We've seen Grons and Wisdom in this series. Zane Wisdom and Helga Grons. Victor Matei also out for Lehigh Valley. So some key players not dressing for the Phantoms here today as they're sticking with what worked for them. So as that's a look at our scratches for today's game, and Garrett, scoring has been big so far. When you score first in this series, team that's done it has won each game. The Bears 40 wins, the most in the AHL when scoring first in the regular season. And you look over all the stats, how good the Bears were in the playoffs last year when scoring first. So it's cliche, I know, but you want to get off to a much better start than we saw the other night.
Yeah, 100%. And especially like you come off of a game like on Wednesday night there, you know, they're looking for that first one. I talked about getting pucks in on Cal Peterson. You know, that's a huge key here for tonight. I want to see them get in early and, you know, really start pushing the pace early on in this game.
Well, the playoffs, nobody is going to cruise on through them. The Bears know that. They want it dialed up here in game number 4, have a big response, close out this series. The Hartford Wolfpack watching intently to see if there'll be a game 5 tomorrow, or if it's Hershey, their opponent, what would be a rematch of last year's Atlantic Division Finals. We'll step aside when we return. We'll get set to drop the puck. Game 4, Bears and Phantoms coming up. You're tuned in to the 2024 Calder Cup playoffs.
You know, I've been talking about Crop Metcalf a long time now. We've done so many commercials. Hey kid, pass the chicken. Ooh, good times. We've had some fun. But seriously, it's awesome to be part of a company that's such a great reputation. So professional. I love this company, and I still love that jingle.
Crop Metcalf is the one with 5 stars.
Oh, the puppies are loose.
Need to get home in a hurry? Time for sport mode.
Party's over, boys.
Drive the Nissan Sentra. Now get a low $219 per month lease on the 2024 Nissan Sentra.
Get your next oil change at Jiffy Lube. No appointment needed. And all these courtesy services will be included. We even vacuum and clean exterior windows. Need an oil change? That's a job for Jiffy. Jiffy Lube introduced the quick oil change. At Jiffy Lube Multi-Care, we also do brakes, tires, tune-ups, batteries, and more. No appointment needed. Vehicle maintenance? That's a job for Jiffy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Andy Holzman of Holzman Laser Vision. If you've ever considered LASIK, you should know not all laser centers are the same. Here at Holzman Laser Vision, we first determine you are a perfect fit for LASIK, and only then we'll provide you the best procedure available to help you see like you've never seen before. Experience the Holzman difference and schedule your comprehensive consultation today.
Seeing is believing at Holzman Laser Vision. Tyson's Corner, Chevy Chase.
Okay, Dad, look at you.
I look nice, don't I?
I see you.
Adding your own flavor to fashion comes with age.
Oh, man, that's the best one yet.
Forgetting how to add doesn't. Finding it difficult to work with numbers may be a sign of Alzheimer's.
Dad, are you okay?
An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one.
High school. Yeah.
Hey, Dad. Do you want to talk about what happened earlier?
Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's. Some things come with age. Some others don't.
The first period of Hershey Bears hockey on Fox 43 is sponsored by Members First Federal Credit Union.
A look inside Miller Symphony Hall, just a block away from the PPL Center, home of the Allentown Symphony Orchestra. Hall converted to theater back in 1899. They were established in 1951. They bought the hall in 1959. The Allentown Symphony, classical performances and family concerts there ever since. Well, this will be a classic playoff matchup between Atlantic Division rivals tonight. The Bears and Phantoms in Game 4, alongside Garrett Mitchell and Fox 43 Sports Director Todd Sadowski. I'm Zach Fish, bringing you the action with the Bears ahead in the best-of-5 series, 2-1. Tonight's officials, Justin Kia and Jordan Samuels-Thomas will call the penalties. Quick turnaround for JST. Jordan Samuels-Thomas, who's in Cleveland for their game last night. Jeremy Boucher and Ryan Jackson are on the lines. Well, the Bears, Garrett, had 2 breakaway chances to get things started and did not convert in game number 3. And then quickly 2 power play goals against. I'm going to be interested to see how the Bears respond here today. And it starts from the puck drop. Todd Nelson will go with the LaPierre, Snively, and Frank line, with Ness and McElrath, 2 veterans on the back end to set the tone early.
Yeah, you're going to see this line, very similar matchup to Wednesday night. You're going to see Gardner play against this line, all night. We saw that on Wednesday. So, it's a great test for these guys. We talked about getting pucks through early on. I'd like to see them test Cal Peterson here, especially early. Come in off of a shutout. You want to see pucks to the net right away. And, I'm sure that's the message Todd Nelson sent to this group.
Bears will look to ratchet things up. They had the least shots per game in the league this season, 32nd with 26.76 and averaging just about 22 shots a game against the Phantoms in these playoffs so far. As Ian LePerriere looks on for Lehigh Valley. He said his team shouldn't be here. Todd Nelson wants more out of his team. He said they were a team of boys playing against men in Game 3. He challenged his club. They are ready to rise to the challenge as they have all season long. The puck is down. Game 4, Atlantic Division semifinals underway here in Allentown. Hershey in the white sweaters, chocolate and cream accents. Lehigh Valley in the orange and black, and an icing call right off the hop. 10 seconds in as Dylan McElrath. Reese is back for it, and that's one thing that leads me to believe we're going to see a better Bears team here today. You look at the leadership and the same group last year that led the team to the Calder Cup. But Dylan McElrath, the captain, Aaron Ness, and Mike Vecchione wearing the A's. They are great leaders.
Yeah, and that's been a key for this Bears team throughout the whole year. They've got great leadership. They've got guys that have been there, especially coming off a Calder Cup win there last year. They have guys that have been through this before. So, expect them to come out ready. They've been challenged, throughout the year, and they've always had a great response to that.
Face off of the glove hand of Peterson. One back by the Phantoms behind the net. Bobby Brink smoked into the boards by LaPierre as the Bears trying to set the physical tone. Puck cleared again by the Phantoms all the way down. No icing as McElrath races behind his own net. Todd Nelson also mentioned wanting to see his team finish more hits as well in this contest. Did not think that they were engaged in that aspect of the game in Game 3. And physicality, the name of the game, come the postseason.
Yeah, it is. And Zach, I think one of the keys, with the body contact part of that, one of the big things is getting in, putting yourself in a position, whether that's shipping a puck, putting yourself on the offensive side of the puck. Just too many times there on Wednesday night, they're standing around being a passenger. I'd like to see them get in on their toes here a little bit.
Ollie Lexell scored the second goal. Phantoms on offense, they'll go to the blue line. Belpedio. Huntington swept it away from him. Good job by Hershey's Jimmy Huntington. He, Pierrick Dubé, and Alex Limoges aligned. Seen that often this season. They're put back together here on line number 2 as Todd Nelson switching things up. Defenseman Logan Day out of his own zone with 1:15 gone. Scoreless just underway here in Game 4. Peterson out in the trapezoid to play it up the wing. Right wing side. Huntington smacks it around towards the back of the goal, but intercepted Lehigh Valley and Emil Andre, who opened the scoring in Game 3 from center. Dumped in, a glove save by Shepard. He'll maneuver it behind the goal. The Bears netminder keeps it going. Dubé will clear to center ice. Garrett Rowe, his Calder Cup playoff debut, dumps it in, back behind the net. Throws a hit into the boards, goes McDonald and Rowe hard down to the ice. Rowe this season for Hershey, 21 points in 46 games. Had a goal here at the PPL Center against the Phantoms this season. 2 points in 8 games that he was in the season series. Lucas Johansson goes for a skate in his own zone. 2 minutes gone here in game number 4. Johansson pressured Gaucher on the takeaway. Polai shot to that block. Polai gets it back. Point blank. Shepard with the turnout and the cover. A broken play, and Evan Polai walks in free and clear. And Poli denied in tight by Shepard, who is ready to roll tonight.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you know, the Shep looks like he's on his game already. Obviously, you know, 2 minutes into this game here, you know, he has to make a huge stop off of a block there. Comes right to Evan Poli, you know, and he makes a great save. You know, there's no panic there. Watching Shep come across, it's you know, he makes that look so easy.
Poli looking for his first of the playoffs in his 4th game. Look on the Reese's replay. A good save by Shepard. Is Poli now to 24 career games in his Calder Cup playoff career. 3 goals under his belt. Nearly had number 4, but Shepard with that great stop in tight on the second Phantoms chance of the game. McElrath with it in his own zone. He'll flip the puck ahead to center. Love down and neutralized by Adder. The Lehigh Valley defenseman hit by McElrath, but dumps it into Hershey territory. Ness stops behind the net, gets tossed to the ice by Brink. Got a man open in front, but Brink fell down, and Ness intercepted his centering pass. And that's 2 in a row where the Phantoms forecheck has caused the Bears defense to turn the puck over. Johansson previously, Ness that time, but the Bears stalwart on the back end with a good recovery.
Yeah, great play by Aaron Ness there. He lays out, gets a stick on that. Obviously, it's not one that he turned into him, you know, a play there, but he was able to desperation play, get a stick back on that coming to the net.
Cherniev with a check on Ginny. The Phantoms Addered in front of his own net with 3 minutes off the clock here in period number 1. No score between the Bears and Phantoms. Shepard, the Bears netminder, to play it behind the net. They'll flip it to the far point. Brendan Furry, the forward, got a piece of it, but Lapierre on the takeaway and knocked loose to center. Joe Snively with it. We'll chip it in. The Bears leading point getter in the regular season dumps it back of the goal. Lapierre out of the left corner, held off the scoreboard like all the Bears were in the shutout loss in Game 3 after putting up a goal in Game 1 and Game 2. Phantoms on the takeaway will look to rush out to center. This one chipped to the far blue line. Bouncing puck for Furry. Away from Johansson. Trying to send it across. Frank blocked it with his skate. No one got it for Hershey. Furry will walk in right circle. A couple times the Phantoms have just jumped on loose pucks. Frank with it. Gets the puck to Furry at the point. Rookie blue liner Ethan Sampson shot wide to Shepard. Off the backboards. Johansson recovers for Hershey. And the Bears will clear to the line at center, where the Phantoms toy it back in their own zone. See that predictable style from Lehigh Valley, mucking it up in the trenches, creating some turnovers, using their physicality, causing some problems early for the visitors. Back at center, Lehigh Valley gains control, flips it off the glass, and 3 wide over the blue line. Lixell to the point, but Sampson was tardy. Gave it away at center. Dubé ahead. Huntington down the left wing. 2-on-1 to Dubé's in. Great sprawling save by Peterson. Absolute robbery from Cal Peterson. He pushes to his left and denies the 2-on-1 chance from Pierre Dubé.
Yeah, that puck just jumps up on Dubé there just enough that he has to double clutch that. He's not able to send that away right away.
And to make matters worse, he tripped out the Phantom, breaking out to center. He gets robbed, and now it's going to take the game's first penalty. Delayed call, Peterson off for the extra checker, but I think there was maybe a premature substitution for the goaltender Peterson there. The linesman blew the play dead. They're going to talk about it. Oh, what a save as we look at our Reese's replay. Cal Peterson pushing across on Dubé. And he went against the grain with the glove. Great save.
Yeah, this might go 4-on-4 there. They might have had a penalty of too many men on the ice. He jumped way early here, and I think that's what they're talking about over in the referee circle. We might see it go 4-on-4 here. I'm not 100%.
Officials are going to chat with Garrett Wilson and Dylan McElrath, the captains for each side. Often if the goaltender comes off and the player jumps early, they're supposed to blow the play dead and put the face-off at center ice. And the linesman blew the play dead as he was watching the goaltender there. I think the Bears are arguing, saying, should there be a penalty on this? Well, I think it is just going to be a Lehigh Valley power play, but that is what negated them getting more 6-on-5 times. So it will be the Phantoms on the man advantage here. And that's just got to be frustrating for Pierre Dubé, who led the team in scoring against the Phantoms with 6 goals. You talk about Pepper and Peterson, can't get much better of a chance than that.
No, especially on a clear cut, that's a clear cut 2-on-1, really from the defensive blue line all the way in on Cal Peterson. And like I said, that puck just bounced on Dubé there right at the last second. He wasn't able to fire it across as quickly as he wanted to.
Saw the numbers on your screen. The special teams, Lehigh Valley 2 for 2 on their first 2 power plays in game number 3. And that's what got them off and running. The Bears penalty kill number 1 in the league in the regular season. Finally dented in game 3. They'll go to work here. Offside called as Strome thought there should have been a penalty as he was knocked out. The former Phantom arguing his call. But Lehigh Valley on the power play in the regular season, middle of the pack, 15th in the league, 18%. But in the playoffs, 33% so far. It's been the catalyst for them. And as poor as the Bears thought they played in Game 3, they only lost 2-0, and both were power play goals in the first period. So they believe they got to be better, but they got to stay on the box.
Well, I think that's a huge key. You know, it's something that we, we didn't really touch on too much there in the pregame show. But their power play right now, as of late, has been great in the playoffs. So that's a key that the Bears really have to kind of crack down on and not take those penalties.
Phantoms have it behind the net, looking to draw first blood on the man advantage. Bouquet Mulligan Mail penalty kill for Hershey, tripping on Dubé. 1:20 left of the minor. Bobby Brink with it along the right wing. Looks to roll downhill, takes it behind the net. Shepard guarding the right post. They send it across right circle, thrown in front. Lazinski tipped it wide, tried to go from behind his body to tip it loose. Well, the puck goes to the corner boards with Cooper Marody behind the net. The alternate captain, their power play point leader with 26 on the regular season. Net front pass from Brink, blocked away by McElrath. But Bobby Brink regains control and goes topside to Andre. On a power play goal in Game 3 on a wrister from the point. Left circle, Lexell cutting in, shoot! Shepard got a glove on it, but deflected away off the cuff of the glove to make the save. Brink to Lexell, throws it in front, tipped by McElrath on goal and covered by Shepard. And the Bears not happy, the Phantoms in the crease to Shepard. And they're making sure that Tanner Lazinski stays away next time around as they throw him to the ice. The net dislodged in the skirmish after Shepard pounces on top of that deflected puck.
Yeah, Lehigh Valley was able to, kind of break down the box there a couple times on the Bears. There's a couple opportunities there that they even had a seam play, but, Shep's been able to stand tall there. He gets a glove save on that one, with him rolling down the hill. And, here's another one they try to force through the middle. And Hunter Shepard's able to cover that up there. Well,
give Lehigh Valley credit for getting their power play going, but getting a guy like Bobby Brink down certainly helps. Brink in the National Hockey League this year had immense success going back and forth. He had 23 points in 57 games for the Flyers, so you inject him into the power play. You can see why Lehigh Valley is looking good here in the postseason thus far, with Philly not making the Stanley Cup playoffs this year. Power play for another 35 seconds. The Dubé minor, 13:45 to go. First period, 0-0 in Game 4. Adder's shot snapped to the glove from Shepard, who makes the save and no problem. Shepard last year, Garrett, in the Calder Cup playoffs. After a loss, he was 4-1. In those 5 games, he allowed a grand total of 8 goals, and 4 of them were in Game 2 of the finals. The only one he lost to Coachella Valley. So you talk about a guy that can bounce back after a loss. Shepard dialed in.
Yeah, he really is, and that's a guy that you look to tonight. And he was great. He was great Wednesday night. We were talking about it earlier. Maybe one of the reasons that it was just 2-0 and not more. He played great last night. So expect him to have a response game as well, and he's been great in those, as of late.
10 seconds left for the Dubé penalty after an errant pass turns the Phantoms back. They dump it in behind the Bears net. Gaucher off the backboard to set play. Spins it behind the net, but Hershey's killed it off. Johansson's lost his stick in the process. Lehigh Valley comes up with a punt. Thrown to the middle. Good deflection by Rabinski. Keep it out of harm's way. It's loose in front for Brooks. Well, the backhand goes to the corner. And right now the Phantoms winning the puck battles here. It's Brooks to the blue line. Adder winds and fires. Deflected in front and never made it through. As Adder launched it to the goal. Heavy hit there on Johansson by Gardner. Counted ahead though, and Trinier dumps it in. See if the Bears can use the penalty kill for some momentum. Roll from the left side, shot save. Peterson, the rebound, spit loose off his chest protector. Trinier threw it wide. Right idea from Rowe. Churned that puck to the net quickly, and they got a rebound. Now Sachenko on the entry. He's offside. Delayed call. Rowe doesn't know it, and they'll blow the play dead with 12:32 left in the first. Big penalty kill by the Bears to get things started here at PPL Center in game number 4. As Hershey looking to get it going offensively with the draw coming down the ice with 12:32 on the clock here in the first. And a face-off of the Bears defensive zone after offside was called on them. They say intentional.
Yeah, that's a tough call sometimes too, to bring it all the way down. It's it's one of those plays Garrett Rowe doesn't hear it. Miro has the puck kind of bounce on him there right at the blue line, so he misses it, puts himself offside. Garrett Rowe's just trying to get in on the forecheck there. That's why they bring it all the way down.
Hershey is able to change. They elect to keep it here. No media timeout after that scenario where the Bears win the draw and look to break out to center. Kirill Stachenko smoked into the boards. It's behind the net. Aaron Ness knocking it free. And Rowe to center. Vecchione will take it. The former Phantom down the right wing. Hog tied as he tries to bring it in. Lost control of the puck. And Lehigh Valley gains it once again at center with Furry. Met with authority by Rowe. Now the puck dug loose at the defensive zone blue line for Hershey. Out of the pile with Ness nearly down on all fours. Lehigh Valley has it. Looking net front is Brink. Stops on a dive behind the goal. Bobby Brink to the blue line. Andre did not keep it in. That is offside. 11:55 to go in the first. Garrett Rowe is going at Andre. Not happy with him. And the linesmen and referees will have their hands full tonight. Take a breather and be back. You're tuned in to the 2024 Calder Cup playoffs.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can capture all the moments that make summer, summer. Like driving a RAV4 to wade in a waterfall.
Nice.
Cruising to play mini golf in a Camry. Or taking a Tundra to the beach.
You're not gonna leave me here, are you?
Right now, buy a spacious Highlander with low 3.99 APR financing from Toyota. Or get low financing on a new adventure-ready RAV4.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
So you made some money. Want to make it do more? Make it do more than more. With Robinhood Gold, you can make your money do the most. Make your cash do 5% APY. That's a lot. At 8 times the national average. That's bigger than big. That's huge. Make your money make more money. That makes more money. Make your money do the most. Get Robinhood Gold and make your cash earn 5% APY. Join today and get your first 30 days free.
Introducing Domino's new New York-style pizza, made with our fresh, never-frozen dough that's stretched thin and cut into 6 foldable slices. But what's the best way to eat it? Fold it, fork and knife it, or double-hand it? Order Domino's New York style and decide for yourself.
Face off at neutral ice here in game number 4, the Atlantic Division semifinals. The winner of this series will take on the Hartford Wolfpack. We see the physicality. Gardner set the tone for the Phantoms already in this one. Shots on goal are 5-2 Lehigh Valley. That's 0-0 in the early moments after a strong penalty kill in the Dubé minor. Logan Day gets the puck to Hardy Hamanakto. Hershey looks to break to center off the stick of LaPierre. And Lehigh Valley regains control in their own zone with LaPierre forechecking. Phantoms will rush to center. Andre sends it left wing. Like sailing over the blue line. To the middle for Andre, who trapped it wide of the goal. Snively to neutral. Off the skate of a Phantom. Looking for Frank, who throws a huge neutral ice hit on Belpedio. Ethan Frank and Belpedio go flying.
Yeah, that was one of those ones. Belpedio tried to open his body up to the middle of the ice, and I don't even know if Ethan Frank knew he was going to finish that check right away, and he went right through Belpedio.
That check in neutral ice, thrown by Ethan Frank, a heavy hit there. And a little bit of a conversation between Frank and anyone in orange that'll take a listen. Belpedio heads off. There's a look at our Reese's replay. Heads up, shoulder right to the chest of Louis Belpedio. Face off to the right of Hunter Shepard. Open ice hits are so rare these days. Anytime you see him, it gets a little extra oomph from us.
Especially the clean ice, open ice ones just like that. You know, that's one of those big ones. Ethan Frank, you know, looks up right at the last second. Belpedio's there, and you know, instead of jumping out of the way, he goes right through him.
Centering pass for Gaucher off the faceoff for Gardner, beg your pardon. Knocked away from him. Huntington pushes him into the boards. Phantom center. Furry open in front. Delay penalty. Oh, what a save! Shepard out of midair into the net. Gardner, baseball style, swings and scores into the goal. Great hand-eye coordination after Shepard with an amazing save. It's 1-0 Phantoms.
Yeah, Limoges staying high stick. I think it was. I think that was all clean. I think it was right at his, right at his waist type of height there. We'll get a good replay on it on the TV here right away. But you know, that's one of those ones. There's a penalty, delayed penalty, and just a breakdown. You know, through the center of the ice there. Great play by Gardner. Heads up to bat that thing in.
Well, both McElrath and Ness were in the corner on the far side of the ice from our vantage point, near side. If you're watching the game here tonight, and Gardner smacks them in air after Shepard again. That scorpion leg save that we talked about the other day. He got his right leg up to get a piece of it, but Gardner second the playoffs out of midair. The Phantoms have that all-important first goal. And too many breakdowns for Hershey here in this first period already defensively. Right and tight on Hunter Shepard. Talked about tightening it up and playing better. No, Miro Sachenko, he's got a breakaway to tie the game. He's in, he scores! Yes, sir! Ivan Miroshnichenko, his first Calder Cup playoff goal, an immediate answer. Hershey ties it at 1.
What a pass there by, I think who sends that? It's just Mike Vecchione. He ties up the stick there. Great heads-up play by taking the defenseman out. And, obviously you send in Miro with that much skill. He's not going to miss too many of those in clear-cut breakaway.
Miroshnichenko found some space to the far blue line. The puck came right to him. And Hershey, in rapid succession, scores to tie the game. Well, you hear the fans, the excitement, the gorgeous goal from Gardner. The response, 17 seconds later for Ivan Miroshnichenko. 1-1, we begin anew. And that's a big one for the Bears because you're thinking, oh man, we gave one up. We're not playing our best thus far. We can't let it get away from us. And now you're getting the chance to start all over.
Well, and every coach, they'll tell you exactly that. It's that 45 seconds after a shift, that next shift, what are you going to do with it? You go up one, go down one. Great response by Miroshnichenko.
Well, Todd Sadowski, ice level. We've got ourselves a 1-1 game, and great to see Garrett Rowe get a sweater here tonight. He's looked good so far.
He sure has. Garrett Rowe, a rookie, 35-year-old, playing his first career AHL playoff game. Started with the Phantoms when they were in Adirondack. Played 2 seasons from 2011, 2013. Then went and played overseas for 10 seasons before coming back to the Bears. Appeared in 48 regular season games, tallying 7 goals, 14 assists, and very coachable. Those 30-somethings are coachable, Garrett. Threw it right on net as soon as he had a chance.
Love to see that. Pucks to the net and roll. We mentioned great success overseas playing in Switzerland's top league. We're at 37 playoff games, 60 overall playoff games. This number 61, it's his first as a Bear. As Hershey on the forecheck takes it away. Johansson, last circle, the blue line, Prisky. Wide open, Rabinski, fanned on the shot, and some room. Puts it back in the goal, the Bears center. Peterson scrambling at the side of the net. Hershey trying to take advantage and pull in front. Massive traffic in front of Peterson. But Johansson runs out of room as Wilson hits him. Rabinski run down by Sampson, but the Bears have the puck. Strome's pass to the blue line, intercepted, knocked away from Prisky. And Trinea behind the plate takes down McDonald. Jordan Samuels-Thomas, one of the 2 referees tonight, lets it go. Lapierre down the left wing, darts the net, he shoots short side. He missed on Peterson. Trying to find a little bit of a room up top. And cleared all the way down.
Well, it's great. We talked about them getting in on the forecheck and in front of the net, in front of Cal Peterson. And, that's exactly what they need to do. Get in front, put that little bit of doubt in Cal Peterson's mind that it might go off a leg or a body that he can't see. So great job there on that shift by the Bears.
Andre in, right past saves Shepard. Big rebound, knocked away by Hershey. Frank looking to clear it. Lapierre to the blue line, but not out. 3-on-2 down low for the Phantoms. Brink from the left circle across to the right. One-timer Vandon comes loose to the side of the net. Shepard on the right post, falls on top of the puck. Chaos on both ends. 17 seconds. Gardner, then Miroshnichenko. 1-1 in Game 4. You're tuned in to the 2024 Calder Cup playoffs.
With features you won't find on Honda CR-V, Nissan Rogue, or Toyota RAV4, the Hyundai Tucson puts the other guys in their place. Namely, the rearview mirror. Only a Tucson compares to a Tucson. Lease the Tucson for only $269 a month or get up to $2,000 bonus cash. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
King Spa is not just an ordinary spa. We were the first Korean spa to exist in the United States. We are trying to combine modern features with authentic Korean cultures. We are very proud of what we have built here so far. We are very grateful for the presence of M&T. I just thought that traditionally banking service is just a banking service, but it's more like friendship, to be honest.
I definitely see M&T growing with us. I just think they're the best partner we could have.
Here in Game 4, 8:49 to go in the first period. Ivan Miroshnichenko, his first Calder Cup playoff goal for Hershey to tie this game. That comes from Chase Prisky. They say the lone assist, although we're looking at it. Vecchione along the boards, helping make that play happen. Gardner's goal is second from Furry and Brink at 9:01 as Shepard covers it off the faceoff. Todd's ice level, and Todd, just before we went to break, good shift by the Bears. We're starting to see them pick things up after the goal. That was a momentum swinger.
You mentioned Matt Strome's name. Man, he is causing all kinds of chaos in front of Peterson. He has really had a good shift, and talking about the forecheck, those guys are finishing. They're going right at the D-men.
Face-off done unfairly. Yeah, that fourth line's going to have to bang some bodies. The physicality picking up as well in this game. The Phantoms have kind of set the tone, but Hershey's starting to find their legs.
Yeah, they are right now, and that's, we talk about the Bears being able to get in on the forecheck, and that's such a key. I talked about it. It's one of those things when you're playing your toes like that. It's an extremely difficult team to wrap up and slow down with the Bears offensive abilities. So if they can stay playing like that and getting in on the forecheck, when you're in on the forecheck, you finish your check, you end up on the right side of the puck. So that's always good.
Huntington on the dump in. 8:30 left in the first period of play. Puck cleared up back to neutral. Hello to all the Bears fans, by the way. The official watch party at Aruga's tonight. Heard it is sold out in packs. Cheering the Bears, hopefully, to Game 4 victory. Hello to all the watch party at Aruga's. There's the shot in on Shepard, a glove save by the Hershey goaltender with 8:15 to go in the first period of play. So we mentioned the team that scored first has won every game so far in this series. Bears were very good, scoring first 7 times against the Phantoms in the regular season, but any momentum that you can get from scoring first was quickly washed out by that goal. So I don't want to say it's a moot point here, but it's like a 0-0 game essentially at this point.
Yeah, it really is. I was just going to say, I'm not sure if if you score the first goal, if you score within 17 seconds, of that first goal, if it counts, I think it almost washed itself out. There's a great response by the Bears. Miroshnichenko makes no doubt about that going to his backhand, and obviously we know he's a pretty special player.
Face-off won by Hershey. Vecchione was out at center, hoping that puck would clear itself. It did not. Now it comes to center as Vecchione chasing after it. He's got it down the right wing. He'll leave it to the middle for Rowe, trying to go across to Miroshnichenko. It got blocked. Rowe gets it back. Blue line Prisky fakes the slapper. Rowe from the right boards. Prisky will fire. Peterson through traffic, lunges out and makes the glove save. And I like the look of this line right now for the Bears. The change made. Matthew Phillips, no doubt, is an elite player, is going to have to be part of this run if the Bears are going to repeat. But right now, this line is looking good for Hershey with Rowe injected.
Yeah, they have. And that's one thing, we talked about just getting pucks through. There's been a guy at the net almost every single time that the Bears have put a shot on net. So, we talked about getting people and bodies in front of Cal Peterson so he can't see that puck coming through. So far, especially this line, they've done a great job of that.
Vecchione will take the draws on this side of the ice. Well, at least he wanted to. He's going to be thrown out. Rowe will take it instead. Vecchione the righty, Rowe the lefty. Rowe is playing center on this line, but you'll see them switch off depending on their strong side.
I was just going to say, you'll see, probably Vecchione, he took a couple D-zone draws on his backhand, and that's just, preference thing for him. He knows he's good on draws. Garrett Rowe's good on his backhand as well, so you'll probably see those two.
Oh, boy. Wilson with a shot that eludes Shepard. Garrett Wilson, the captain, beats Shepard from long range, and it's 2-1 Phantoms with 7:42 to go in the first.
Yeah, I'm sure that's one that Sheps went back. I don't think it deflected off of anything. We'll get a better look at it here. I think it's just a straightaway shot, and I don't even know if there's a screen on it. I think it's just one of those flutter pucks that maybe, did Lucas maybe get a stick on this right early here?
Battle on the boards. Lehigh Valley wins it. And maybe nicked off the stick of Johansson, but Shepard got a chunk, but not enough. And Lehigh Valley regains the lead. Garrett Wilson picks up the goal. His first of the playoffs from Gaucher and Marodi. And the Phantoms back in control, 2-1 leaders. So important to note here, if you're the Bears, look, the first one you gave up, Shepard made an amazing save. And then you go back and you get one for him. This is, whether it's tipped or not, uncharacteristic goal for Shepard to get one out from long range right. Yeah. How many times has he picked the Bears up? Now they got to pick up their goaltender here.
Well, and that's exactly it, Zach. It's what's the response. We saw that response after the first goal here. Let's hope the Bears can put one again together here, I should say, on this one. Sheps bailed them out, time in and time out throughout this season. So expect the Bears to make a push here.
Not only was that Garrett Wilson's first goal of the Calder Cup playoffs this year, his first ever Calder Cup playoff goal, mind you not. He hasn't played in a ton of games in his career, but to 20 now, he's finally got one. So Hershey trails 2-1. on one that sneaks through Shepard, and he just played the puck right in to Hamid Aktel, who was skating back there. Hardy will take it. The Bears recover to center. Fourth line out there. They'll go to work. Kravinsky hit hard by Polak. Polak coming in this series. He's a grinded out type of guy, difference maker that's been there, done that in the postseason. Quite a simple game for Ian LaPerriere's squad.
Yeah, he's going to try to come in and really mix things up. You know, that's out a little bit in the playoffs early on, but you know, he's a guy that you know, I'm sure Ian LaPerriere and their group is looking to go set the tone.
Cherniev goes to the point, but he missed Nass, and Hershey will have to chase it back down to their own zone. 6:45 to go, first period, a lot of hockey left. Bears down 2-1 on the latest goal by Garrett Wilson. Here in game number 4, the Phantoms trying to stave off elimination, force a winner-take-all, game 5 tomorrow. Bears trying to close the series. Gardner across, good breakup by Nass. Well, the puck taken away, and Hershey has not been able to exit their zone very cleanly in this game thus far. Andre centering pass deflected wide of the goal with Furry in front. The feed from Brink out from behind the net. This line for the Phantoms feasting offensively. Brink centers, hit by Gardner wide of the goal. Comes to the left point. Andre's shot never made it through. Gardner beneath the goal line, cut off by LaPierre. Shifts up the boards, not out. Phantoms are changing though. Lexell has it. Off the left wing boards. Turns it wide. Tired Bears out there. Lexell circles the wagons. Lazinski from the left dot. Tipped on goal. Left pad save and a beauty by Shepard. On the redirect in front. Belpedio rolling down low. And the Bears scrambling for a change, as many as they can get off, with McElrath behind his own net. Got to get to the point. Johansson will finally clear it. Bears fortunate this is not a 3-1 game. Now a giveaway by the Phantoms. Snively offensively on the wobbling puck. Sends it behind the goal. Huntington to take it, but no one home at the left point. It comes back to center, where a neutral zone battle is won by Lehigh Valley. Chinning over the blue line. Wide on Johansson. The defenseman drops to the middle. No one home for the Phantoms. And Huntington to clear it to the point. Not out. Wide of the net is Shepard. Prisky will calm the waters behind his own net. Phantoms change it. Prisky stretches to center. Dubé down the left wing. Throws it in. 5 minutes left first period. 2-1 Lehigh Valley. Huntington churns it to the net front. Goes all the way left point. Great keep in. Hamid Akten. D to D. Day to the middle of the ice. Dubé shoots and scores! From between the circles. Eric Dubé. He ties the game at 2 with his first Calder Cup playoff goal.
And that's, you know, that's one for Shep, and that's one of those ones you talk about the response, how you're going to respond. You know, now you're going in, you got 4 minutes and 52 seconds left here. You know, you're back to 2-2, and you know, that's one of those ones we talk about Shep bailing out the Bears, you know, so often, and that's one I guarantee you that feels good for Shep to see that one go in.
Great save by Hamid Aktel at the blue line, and suddenly Cal Peterson unbeatable in game number 3. 2 goals against on 5 shots. Bears need to continue to pepper him. Not that he had much of a chance on the Miroshnichenko one. That one beats him from long range on the great wrister from Dubé, who had 28 in the regular season, putting 6 against the Phantoms. He's on the board here in game 4. Miroshnichenko and him, 2 guys that were looking to factor in for the first time. They do that here tonight. And Hershey is even Steven once again with 4:30 left of the first. Hit Hamid Aktel, able to unwedge the puck, cleared to center. Miroshnichenko in his feet will look to knock it forward. Bodied in the bench. It's Rowe, free to Vecchione. And Wilson collide. Johansson grabs the puck, but in his swarm of orange sweaters, he'll just dump it back of the goal of Peterson. Kravinsky wins the race, but neutralized by McDonald. Bears get the puck in center. Cherniev on goal. He was there by himself. He got the shot off. Peterson, a right pad save.
And that's Bears hockey there. You know, they just keep turning, and you know, you see that goal with Dubé there, 3 high. That's typical Bears hockey. That's how the way they need to play here.
Cherniev shot deflected wide. The Bears get the puck back on the re-entry. Under 4 to go, first period. 2-2 our score now in the first period. Seeing the offense pick up for both sides. The Bears have had an answer quickly after a Phantoms goal both times. Belpedio from the corner, deflected up and out of play. 3:35 left of the first. We're in for a good one. 2-2 here in game number 4. You're tuned in to the 2024 Calder Cup playoffs.
Elite coaches.
It all starts with a Chevy truck. Chevy Silverado with the TurboMax engine and best-in-class standard torque. And Chevy Silverado HD with up to 14 available camera views. Do more in a Chevy truck. Get yours now. get $5,750 total value on this Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
We had the best vacation.
Yeah, and it was easy with the points we earned with the flagship card from Navy Federal Credit Union. I can't imagine where we'd be without them.
They had the best vacation. Look at all those fish. I love our points.
Yeah, me too.
Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
The most iconic name at Busch Gardens Williamsburg is about to resurface. The legend of Loch Ness Monster lives on at the world's most beautiful theme park. Membership as low as $14.50 a month.
4 goals here in the first period, 2 aside. It was a 2-0 win for the Phantoms in game number 3. This one a little bit different. Latest goal base first from Day and Hamanaktel at 15:08. So the Bears once again draw level. Lehigh Valley gain control offensively. Andre Withenel on the left wing. Todd Sadowski ice level. I'm Zach Fish along with Garrett Mitchell. Producer Red Albert alongside. Big thank you to the Service Electric crew and those with Fox 43 for their help bringing you the production tonight. However you're watching or listening, we do appreciate it. The Bears looking to close out the series with the win. Even 2-2 right now. It's LaPierre at center over skating the puck. And Brooks will take it back. Dumped in by Belpedio on the near wing. Frank knocks it free, but Furry keeps it in and walks across the blue line. Brendan Furry with it, back of the goal, puts on the brakes, looks to center, failed on the pass. Snively takes it away. LaPierre to center, shifting it to the right wing where Frank took the hit to make the play, but got it in offensively and was able to get out of the worst of it. Phantoms throw it down the ice for an icing. Speaking of ice, we'll go ice level to Todd Sadowski standing wide in the corner near Cal Peterson.
Yeah, coming up in our first intermission report, the Bears are looking to bounce back tonight, of course. We talked with Coach Nelson and Captain Dylan McElrath about the effort in Wednesday's game, how they recovered tonight in their second chance to close out the Phantoms. Plus, get you caught up with the latest local news and weather headlines in our Fox 43 game break. And we'll have your first period highlights, and there's a lot of them. That's all in the first intermission report, sponsored by Pepsi.
Thank you very much, Todd. Yeah, the action down on your end has been good. I think the Bears have played pretty well in the offensive zone. It's defensively, there's still some things that they need to clean up. Face-off won by Lehigh Valley and Sky to the blue line, kept in by the body of Dubé. He's got it along the left boards. Leads for Huntington to the point. Hamanaktel shot swallowed by Peterson. Good save with traffic coming to the net front. Peterson able to grab that off the chest protector as the Bears once again utilizing their points. And a little more shot first mentality. 7 shots here in the first period, still with some time to operate as we get a look on our Reese's replay of the latest save by Peterson.
Yeah, and I've really liked the Huntington, Limoges, Dubé line. You know, I think Dubé's, he's feeling it right now. He's been able to get up into the play. You know, he's had a couple good chances there. Obviously one on the goal there, but you know, I've really liked his game so far here tonight.
Dubé won a Quebec League championship back in 2022 with Shawinigan, putting up 18 points, including 12 goals. So even though this is his real first taste of the Calder Cup playoffs, he had 2 games with Laval last year. He has a championship expectation and pedigree from his past. Puck is dumped in. Hamanaktel in his own zone will look to break it forward into center on the tape of Limoges. He brings it in offensively, shifts it left wing. Dubé closed on by Adder, got away from him. Here at Dubé with the puck behind the goal. Knocked down by Adder, able to get the puck free to Limoges, who spins it up the near boards. Day walking in to keep it there. Leaves on the boards. Huntington harassed but dumps it deep. Dubé with a shoulder check, looks for some help on the forehand. Plays it off the back of the goal to himself. Crafty play. Jennings took it for a moment, but the Bears have it late in the period. Looking to take the lead for the first time tonight. Next from the left point. Looks for some room. And on him, Lehigh Valley pressuring the points. Hershey turns it behind the net. Limoges bodying up into the boards. Adder and Jennings are there. Hershey center comes loose to Rowe. He tried to one-time it. Wilson got in the way at the last moment, but real good shift. The Bears brewing something up right here.
Yeah, and that's the way they need to play in that zone. They, you know, when they're able to get the, you know, multiple lines playing down in that end, it's you know, it's chaos for Lehigh Valley.
1:15 left of the period. Nass at center, gloves and drops it. Rowe on the re-engage over the blue line. His shot spit out by the glove of Peterson. Rebound to the corner. Phantoms get there first and poke it away. Gardner off the body of Mirostichenko to the blue line. Vecchione knocked it out of midair. Cleared by Lehigh Valley to center. The foot race ensues. Prisky trying to get there. Furry gets there first. Pulls up along the boards behind the net. It's Gardner knocking it free. Brink to the blue line. Wobbling puck. Andre knocked it down, but Rowe out of midair. Brinks it back to center. And Lehigh Valley's Andre in his own zone. He'll drop it to Brink. What's it there for Emil Andre? Started the scoring in game number 1. Had 4 assists in 11 games this year versus Hershey in the regular season. Gardner ahead over the blue line. His shot launched up and out of play with 30 seconds left. Here in period number 1. We'll head back to Todd momentarily for an interview with Pierre Dubé coming up as Ian LaPerriere looks on. And a wild first period here in game 4.
Yeah, it is. You know, a lot of back and forth hockey here. And, you know, we talk about the response of a game, and just even after goals here tonight, you know, the Bears, you know, they had that response, they've had that answer. You know, after giving up 2, they're able to make it a 2-2 game here.
And you know, with Shepard, he's given up 2 his consecutive first periods, and he was a wall the rest of the way. In game number 3, likely going to be the same story here tonight. Trenier able to pressure. Andre is able to stick handle out of it. Lixell of the tip in, knocked back down by Day. Cleared up the boards, but not out. Hershey defenseman couldn't get it over the blue line. Second attempt, swats it free. The Phantoms are there with 10 left in the period, but broken up by Rabinski. Good work to get it out to center by Trenier. Final 5 seconds as the Phantoms will tag up and just kill the clock. 2-2 after 1 here in game number 4. Give up a goal to Gardner, respond 17 seconds later. Give up a goal to Wilson, respond less than 3 minutes later. Now the Bears will look to go on the offensive attack in the second. But all in all, they weathered the storm and found their offense. They'll look to tighten up defensively and get the win tonight.
Yeah, I have liked how they played in the offensive zone. You know, when they've been able to have some sustained O-zone time there, it has looked really good. You know, like you talked about, you know, what are they going to do in the defensive zone here? I'm sure that's something they'll talk about in between the intermission here.
Yeah, a little over duplication at times on one of the goals there. Overall, things that aren't preventable and things that they can work on as the Bears find themselves even after 1 period of play. And Todd Sadowski is downstairs, ice side, standing by on the ice, in fact, with one of the goal scorers, Pierre Dubé.
Yeah, Pierre, look, everybody was disappointed by the Game 3 performance. How'd you guys think you responded here in the first period?
Yeah, I think we can do much better than that. Actually, we're not playing that good right now. I think we can be a lot more in their face. I think we were pretty disappointed from last game, and we don't want to do the same mistakes in last game, so I think we can just be better than that, I think, yeah.
Offensively, you were able to answer with your first goal of the playoffs to tie this thing up going into the intermission. Talk about that particular play and getting on the board.
Yeah, this one feels good. I think I've been struggling a little bit to score goals lately. So I think just to have this one, get some confidence a little bit is going to help me.
Thanks a lot, Pierre. Appreciate it. Guys, this series so far has replicated last year's Atlantic Division semifinals with Charlotte. Won the first 2, lost game 3, and then pulled away in game 4. Let's hope it continues that pattern.
Thank you very much, Todd. Yeah, it was a bit of a sluggish start in game 4 versus Charlotte last year, but they pulled away in the second and third. They got it done, and we will step aside and be back with more on our Pepsi Intermission Report. 2-2 after 1. You're tuned in to the 2024 Calder Cup Playoffs.
Oh, the puppies are loose.
Need to get home in a hurry? Time for sport mode. Party's over, boys.
Drive the Nissan Sentra. Now get a low $219 per month lease on the 2024 Nissan Sentra.
Get ready to elevate your home during Marlowe Furniture's Memorial Day Savings Event. Save big with 25% off all furniture, plus free delivery or enjoy 5 years no-interest financing. Shop unbeatable Memorial Day deals. Sofas $699, dining sets $799, and queen beds priced at an amazing $799. Save 25% off plus free delivery or 5 years no-interest financing. Happening now only at Marlowe Furniture, your trusted destination with the area's largest showrooms under one roof since 1955.
At crucial stages, business owners ask themselves, how am I going to do this? It's not about doubt, it's about opportunity when you have the right partner. At Sandy Spring Bank, we celebrate entrepreneurs, big and small, and we'll work alongside you. It's the best part of being a community bank. With our Flex Business Checking, loans, and lines of credit, we're the here's how for thousands of area businesses. What's your next financial destination? Sandy Spring Bank.
We are back at the PPL Center in Allentown. First intermission of Game 4 between the Bears and the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. Now, Hershey is coming off a historically good regular season. That just adds extra pressure and increases the expectations that they will cruise through the Calder Cup playoffs. As they found out on Wednesday night, that's easier said than done.
Lehigh Valley, a 2-0 shutout win in Game 3. They will not go home yet.
There's nothing given when it comes to earning a Calder Cup. 14 wins is the goal for the Bears, and each and every one of them is earned. After picking off the first 2 at home against the Phantoms, Hershey ran into a team more desperate and more willing to do the things necessary to take Game 3.
We're playing against a very good hockey team. You know, they work hard, they play heavy, and they wanted it more than us. Our best players have to be our best players, and tonight that was not the case.
We got to a man, be better. We can hold each other accountable. They obviously made some good adjustments. I thought kudos to them. They played a good defensive game, clogged us up, couldn't get much speed generated. But yeah, well, I think a lot of things came down to work ethic. They won every puck battle. That was the difference. So we know we can be better, and we will.
So far, this Atlantic Division semifinals mirrors the one in 2023 with Charlotte. Victories in games 1 and 2, followed by a close setback in Game 3. So how did the Bears respond? With a convincing 6-2 performance in Game 4 to close out the checkers and advance to face Hartford in the division finals. And if Hershey's able to replicate 2023 and finish off the Phantoms tonight, the Wolfpack once again awaits.
But if we don't stick to the game plan and guys start doing their own thing, then that's when stuff starts to fall off the rails. So, we always say the only team that can beat the Hershey Bears is the Hershey Bears, and we truly believe that. So, we follow our structure, follow our leaders, and we'll be in good shape.
40 minutes remain for the Bears to handle this Phantoms menace and move one step closer to repeating the roar. Stay with us. More Hershey Bears playoff hockey after this.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Or get $6,000 purchase allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP on select GMC Sierra models. We are professional grade GMC.
Spring into savings with Thompson Creek.
I've been doing a little spring cleaning, and no matter what, the windows still stay cloudy.
That's because the seals are broken. Not only is it unsightly, but it's costing you more on utilities.
I really want new windows. Not sure if I can afford it.
This spring, we have an awesome deal. Plus, no interest for 18 months.
Oh.
And you're approved.
Oh, really?
Of course. We have financing options that make our windows affordable for everyone. Are you ready to design your new windows?
Oh, I like that.
Call 301-760-3381 now.
Wizards District Gaming is playing live at District E, and you won't want to miss it. Come see the 2K action in person as Wizards District Gaming protects the district against the best teams in the NBA 2K League. The trash talk will be loud, and the 2K will be as intense as ever.
Yeah!
So what are you waiting for? Come on down to District E, where you can be a part of the action. Scan the QR code to get your tickets.
So as a technical sergeant, E6.
I served in Vietnam in 1969.
I am a U.S. Army veteran.
Have you ever helped a fellow veteran?
Of course.
Yes.
Try to always be there for each other.
I do my best reaching out to my brothers and sisters in arms.
Have you ever asked for help yourself?
It's always tough, right? I can't say that I have. I mean,
if you don't have someone to kind of help you guide those thoughts, it can be really bad.
Eventually, you just can't deal with it on your own.
I guess it's a part of the military too, right? Service before self.
It was drilled in, service before self.
And you start to question, maybe people would be better off without me, When you realize that you're not alone, once you take that first step, there's so much support.
Thanks for joining us tonight for this Fox 43 game break. I'm Marshall Keeley. We have a preview of the stories you can expect tonight on Fox 43 News at 10. A great gift idea to consider for Mother's Day is a nice bottle of wine, although industry leaders say sales have dropped off. The decline of wine sales was more than 8% in 2023, mostly in California. The industry finds itself in the battle of too many wineries, too many vineyards, too many grapes, and too much wine on the market. Experts say Gen Zers and millennials ages 21 to 43 simply do not drink as much as older generations have. They tend to go for hard seltzers, hard ciders, canned cocktails, and other spirits as opposed to wine.
In the wine industry right this second, there's about 2/3 that are doing less than zero growth in sales. And then there are about 1/3 that are doing a little bit better.
Artificial intelligence tools are helping find younger customers who insist the wineries can be eco-friendly and sustainable. Let's get a check on that Weather Smart forecast. Here's meteorologist Allie Dubicki.
I know we had that dry start this morning, but of course rain has to make a return. You can see those showers lifting in out of our south. Those are going to continue tonight. Could even see some heavier rain and some rumbles of thunder, but you can see most of it light for us locally. That's mainly back to our west. We're going to talk more about those showers and what's to be expected as we look ahead to Mother's Day for your actual forecast. But currently outside right now, we're just watching for those light rain showers, and temperatures currently in the mid 50s. Earlier today, we were seeing temperature readings in the lower 60s outside. As we mentioned, we'll keep you in the know. We'll have that and more coming up.
Allie, thank you. We'll be back with more news in the second intermission report. For the biggest headlines at any time, head to fox43.com. It's 2-2 after the break.
Summer is here, and with a new Toyota, you can do all your favorite beach activities, like spike ball, whitewater rafting, shrimp boils, wade fishing, or hanging with the locals. You can say that again.
Check out the all-new, fully redesigned 24 Tacoma. Or get low 3.99 APR for 72 months on a full-size hybrid Tundra.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
Excuse me, would you mind taking a picture of us?
Oh, no problem.
Thanks.
Ooh, yes, problem. You need Verizon. Trade in that old thing and get a new iPhone 15 Pro with tons of storage, so you can take all the pics. So many selfies.
A preposterous amount of panos!
That means panoramic.
And as many portraits of me as your heart desires. How about none?
None, yeah, none feels right.
Trade in any iPhone in any condition and get iPhone 15 Pro on us. Only on Verizon.
At Jiffy Lube, it's our job to keep you moving. With a full range of services from oil changes and tire rotations to filters, wipers, and more, we've got what your car needs right when you need it, so you're ready for whatever's next. Putting you in the driver's seat of car care, that's a job for Jiffy. At Jiffy Lube, it's our job to make car care make sense. With personalized service reviews that swap the car talk for straight talk, so you know what your car is telling you and what to do about it. Putting you in the driver's seat of car care, that's a job for Jiffy.
The most iconic name at Busch Gardens Williamsburg is about to resurface. The legend of Loch Ness Monster lives on at the world's most beautiful theme park. Membership as low as $14.50 a month.
Rumor has it that our new New York-style pizza is Domino's best pizza yet. Made with our fresh, never-frozen dough that's stretched thin and cut into 6 foldable slices. Rumor also has it that you might have to fight over the last slice. Order Domino's New York-style tonight and see for yourself.
Mystics basketball is back. And Monumental Sports Network has you covered all season with full game coverage, including pre- and post-game. Watch returning stars and a can't-miss rookie. Catch all the action that's making the WNBA the talk of the town. Watch or stream on Monumental Sports Network now, your home for all things Mystics.
3.
Welcome back to Hershey Bears hockey, our Pepsi intermission report after one period. We got ourselves a game here, 2-2.
In game number 4, we saw just 2 goals go in game number 3, both in the first period, both on the power play. Now we get all sorts of 5-on-5 scoring. We'll look at the highlights in just a moment, Garrett, but that was a little bit more wild than we expected, but it's good to the Bears to pull level. It's some good responses from them tonight.
Yeah, huge responses, and we've talked about that. How are you going to respond in the game? And, the responses after a goal, especially against, how do you respond? And we saw that here early on tonight.
Hunter Shepard with an early save on Evan Poli, point blank. Shep would face 11 shots in the first period of play. That one a good save, and then we see the two teams getting together. He'll be relied upon heavily, but Cal Peterson had the answer. This is a great chance early from Pierrick Dubé. He'd get one later, but Peterson feeling it early. And then we'd see the goals start to go into this one. This a crazy sequence after a save by Hunter Shepard on the power play. The game remains 0-0, but Lehigh Valley had some good looks in this game thus far. And when they finally do score, oh yeah, some rough stuff too. It's the playoffs after all, Garrett. Why not a little open ice collision?
Yeah, heads up, right? Especially on Belpedio there. And that's a little bit of an uncharacteristic. Matt gets tied up there going into the corner, and a great bat in by Greg Gardner.
Meanwhile, right after the goal, 17 seconds later, Ivan Mirosnichenko out of goal, nowhere, scores his first Calder Cup playoff goal. Prisky with the clear, Vecchione with the stick lift to allow the puck to go by. Mirosnichenko stays on side. Out of the backhand he goes. That's a big goal there for the Bears, and you love the responses, giving one up early. You see the Bears fans there loving that as well. And again, we'd see the physicality picking up in this game, and in a battle here won by Lehigh Valley, and this is one that Hunter Shepard is going to want back all the time. Rarely do you see something like that going on Shepard, but his team responds, and Pierrick Dubé, this time he beats Peterson with that shot from the slot.
Yeah, and that's something that I love to see. They've done a great job, so far this year of really getting into that 3 high, rolling down the hill. Pierrick Dubé finds that little soft spot, top of the slot. If he gets that puck uncontested, it's a pretty good chance it goes in.
Look at the final stats here in period number 1. We got ourselves 40 minutes left. Bears, I thought, good in the offensive zone at times. Not great in the defensive zone at other times. They'll look to clean that up. And yeah, just ultimately preventable things there. The Phantoms winning some puck battles. The Bears will have to shore that up here. They're going to have to make sure that they're good in their own zone and good in all zones, because the Phantoms are a physical team.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the biggest keys. Let's tighten up our own defensive zone here. They tighten up their own defensive zone. They're pretty dominant in the offensive zone.
Well, period number 2 around the corner here on the road to the PPL Center. The Bears lead the series 2-1, looking to take advantage of the second, get their first lead of the night here in game number 4. You're tuned in to the 2024 Calder.
What's the score of the game?
The new Hyundai Elantra with America's best warranty. There's joy in every journey. Get up to $1,500 bonus cash on the Hyundai Elantra or lease for only $199 a month. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
Any other questions about your loan with Navy Federal Credit Union?
All good. Thanks again for answering my call. I know it's late back home. I can't imagine where I'd be without you guys.
Are you still there?
Thanks so much.
Have a good one. Thanks for calling.
Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
At AMCO, we've been fixing cars for almost 60 years. And over that time, a lot sure has changed. Cars have gotten more complex than ever. But the technicians at AMCO have the expertise to fix anything.
The problem's with your transmission valve body and torque converter. We do this all the time.
So if your check engine light is on, let us take a look. Because we know cars inside and out. AA, MCL.
Days without hockey can be hard.
Whoops. Oh, man.
You need to find something to do outside of this house.
No, I just need a deed.
Hadid Carpet is the one to trust for cleaning and restoration of your treasured Oriental rugs and for superior wall-to-wall steam cleaning in your home or office. For 15% off in-plant rug cleaning, call 866-HADID-1.
5 minutes for fighting?
Glim with the steal. One eye.
Spring into action with Monumental Sports Network. Watch live coverage of the Washington Mystics, Washington Spirit, and Old Glory DC. Catch every scrum, score, and buzzer beater of DC's best basketball, soccer, and rugby from anywhere. Never miss a moment on Monumental Sports Network.
Just about ready to start period number 2 on the Monumental Sports Network, Fox 43.2, and on the Bears Radio Network. And for those listeners on the Bears Radio Network, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the 2024 Calder Cup Playoffs. Second period action coming at you. The Bears with 2 goals here in period number 1. They notched a shutout streak coming into this game of 175 minutes to the Phantoms against the Bears at the PPL Center dating back to the regular season. That all out the window. 2 teams will switch sides. The Bears with the white and chocolate. The puck is down. We're underway here in period number 2 with Garrett Mitchell. I'm Zach Fish. Todd Sadowski is ice side as well. Shepard in goal to the left. Peterson in goal to the right. As the puck comes free with the Phantoms, they'll play it back to the point. Lehigh Valley has it from the blue line. Miller's shot sticked out by Shepard. Matt Miller let it go from the blue line. Second game of the series. It's cleared back to neutral. Hershey's fourth line gets the start in period number 2. Puck to center ice. Miller with it again down the left wing. Nebraska Omaha product will send it deep of the goal. Played in 6 games in the regular season, did Miller, with 1 goal. Puck cleared back to center and Belpedio to take it. Bears wanted a too many men on the ice penalty on the Phantoms. You can hear them yelling all the way up here in press row, but the officials keep their arms down. Jordan Samuels-Thomas and Justin Kia are your referees. Only 1 minor penalty in the first period. The trip on Dubé. Puck dumped in. LaPierre will tip it behind the net. Top line over the boards for the Bears. Looking to generate a little bit more here in period 2. Snively to center ice on the back check, but it's Furry shooting it in to Hershey territory. 2-2 on the Penn State Health scoreboard. Lehigh Valley with it at the left point. Thrown on goal, a right pad save by Shepard on Andre's shot for the point. Bears will break to center with Habanaktel leading the charge. Tries to pull back in his own zone after all. And the helping hand of Logan Day. Puck exploded on Habanaktel. Bears lose it. Furry with it. His shot blocked by Day. And that comes back to the far boards. All this because Habanaktel turned back rather than skating it to center. He's being closed on quickly, but Shepard has to make a save from an angle. Yeah, that's one of those ones you like to just play north with it. And you know what I mean by that is just get that puck moving up the ice. You know, you've got guys there. Get in on the forecheck, and we talked about that at the intermission there. I'd like to see the Bears get in, you know, a little bit more on the forecheck, playing the offensive zone. Sampson a turnover. Bears take it. Johansson to Dubé down low, tipped wide of the goal. Hershey has caused Sampson to cough up that puck several times in this game thus far. See if they can continue to exploit that. Oh, rookie jitters. Puck at center ice. It's picked up Limoges to Huntington, darting in. Right side, Dubé shot knocked down in front. McDonald got in the way. To the blue line, pass too hot to handle for Hershey's Lucas Johansson. Bears will turn back at center and fling it in cross corner. Behind the net of Peterson with 17:35 to go in the second. This line has been very effective. Miroshnichenko in the third line starting to come out over the board. Miroshnichenko shoots and scores! Second of the game. Miroshnichenko does it himself. Over the glove of Peterson. Hershey in front for the first time. It's 3-2 Bears. You know, he's got that shot. He finds that open ice, and a great job by the Bears. We talked about that in the intermission of just playing the offensive zone. You know, the offensive ability of this team right now is unbelievable. And you know, Miro, you give him a little bit of time and space, and that's clear cut over the glove side of Cal Peterson. That's an unbelievable shot by him. Ivan Miroshnichenko beating Peterson over the mid. And 2 goals now for the youngster. And that one, it was 1-on-3. The Bears were going for a change. Miroshnichenko is the freshest player on the ice. He just got it, won a battle, and whistled it to the net. And over the glove of Peterson, who's now surrendered 3 goals on 9 shots. And that's the benefit of that second period change. The Bears bench is right there in the offensive zone. You know, looked up to be something that the Bears really try to utilize in this second period. You got that short change for the offensive zone, long change in the defensive zone. Try to roll them over, especially when you're in the offensive zone there. So now Hershey in territory that we haven't seen in a while, where they find themselves ahead. They didn't score in game number 3. They scored first in games 1 and 2 at Giant Center. Now here at the PPL Center with an early goal in period number 2. Now is where you want to get rolling.
Yeah, it is. It's, you know, on this line, we talked about this line, you know, obviously insert Garrett Rowe into the lineup, and, you know, this line's been great tonight. Vecchione and Miroshnichenko on the other side, you know, they've looked really, really good tonight.
Off the draw, Miroshnichenko on hat-trick watch along the near boards to Vecchione behind the net. Dubé picks up the lone assist, multi-point game for him. He made the play and got it loose before heading off to the bench for a change. Marody with it over the blue line. We'll see how the Phantoms respond here. Bears have had an answer quickly after Phantom strikes in this game. Now Lehigh Valley with their backs against the wall, playing from behind for the first time. Marody with it, bumped away to center. Miroshnichenko down at it. He's looking impressive. The youngster left circle. Runs into Adder, who took it away, but the Bears knock it loose behind the net. Grabinski like a bull in a China shot, putting pressure on Adder. Looking to dislodge that puck. Trinier, Strome, and Grabinski on the ice. Grabinski filling in that fourth line center position. Riley Sutter still out with an injury. Did skate and practice this week on Friday at Giant Center. Hopefully he's able to return sooner than later. As a heavy hit on Habadaktel behind the net. The Phantoms at center. Nearly 4 minutes gone. Second period. Twirled in behind the Bears net. Elliot Denoyak behind the goal. Looking to dislodge the puck. The Bears take control, and Day will flip it to center. Battle for it over the logo in neutral. Strome couldn't quite take it, but he got hooked up. Or no, a hand pass rather. Called there. Strome with a stick in the midsection. The hand pass is called. Todd Tadowski, ice level. Complexion of this game has certainly changed thanks to Ivan Miroshnichenko.
I love seeing the young goal scorer gain that confidence. He's not only beat him with the backhand, he's beat Peterson now on that forehand. And this is where the superior talent that the Bears feel they have with the depth and the offensive scoring should take over when you've got those lines 2 and lines 3 contributing that weren't there in games 1 through 3. You cannot make the Calder Cup run, guys, unless all 4 lines are contributing. And it's nice to see those lines jump up tonight.
100%. The Phantoms have done a good job neutralizing this top line that's on the ice right now. They have the matchups. At Gardner's line, scoring a goal in this game, keeping Hershey's top line at bay, but maybe not for long. Frank over the blue line, wheeling in. He had Snively in it, but broken up in the last moment. Lop here to the point, but it was vacated at center ice. Prisky on the rewind for Snively. Trying to get it deep, didn't get it far. Phantoms regain control, and it's Brink up the right wing. Flipped it to the net of Shepard, pulling off his post. He'll sweep it into the glove and hold it as everyone meets up in front with 15:26 to go in the second period. So important as well. Shepard gives up that one, Garrett, that he did not like, but he's been good since then. They're trying to catch him pulling off the post there, but he's able to grab it.
Yeah, he's so calm back there. You see that save that he makes, the scorpion save on the first one there right before the Rhett Gardner goal. He's so compact there. There's no panic, and shots like that, you typically never see go in on Hunter Shepard. So after that one, on the Wilson goal, he's looked unbelievable.
Face off to the left. Now the Bears goaltender, Hunter Shepard. 10 consecutive starts where he's allowed 2 or less. Trying to make it 11 here today. Off the draw, Lixell with the puck along the near wing for Lehigh Valley. Ollie Lixell will stop along the boards, throws it wide of the goal off of a body as the Bears defending to the corner on the left wing. Lehigh Valley once again. Adam Brooks with it. Leads it to the far point. Rolling in the Phantoms as a stick knocked out of the hands of Hershey's Aaron Nance. From the right point, Sampson shot got blocked by Strome, but couldn't get it out. Grabinski will try it up the boards. Sampson gloves it, keeps it again. Long range shot blocker saves Shepard. Still no stick for Nance. Wrist shot caught off by Shepard off the left shoulder. Bears look to clear it. Important to get it down the ice. They do. Nance heads off for Day. Yeah, that's a break for the Bears. That stick was back at center. Brooks over the blue line. Good job getting in there to undercut him, Strome. And Strome took a tumble as he was knocked away from the puck. Bears to neutral. Over the blue line. Left wing Habadaktel. The Phantoms territory with 14:30 left here in the second. Miroshnichenko from Dubé has the Bears ahead 3-2. Going to send the Phantoms packing. Habadaktel up the middle. Joe Snively to handle it over the blue line. Right wing to Ethan Frank. That's a shot wide of the goal and hits the kick play of the boards and bounces in front.
But Marody running and gunning to center, flips it from the wrong side of the red line, but on goal, Shepard will steer it away. They call icing, but that draw will go back to center. The linesman appeared to have his position maybe blocked there and not see Shepard knock it away. He was calling icing. I think that draw should go to center.
Yeah, it should. You know, and I think just in that situation, Hunter Shepard had his skate blade almost on the post. You know, where his goalie padded, his toes there kind of curl back. Just barely nicked it. You'll see it here. Just barely nicks his right toe, and it's almost past the post, so that's why he couldn't see it at all.
Yeah, the linesman view was blocked. The guys get together. Right call is made by the officiating crew upon review with 14:06 left here in the second. Once again, we see Hershey's top line over the boards, looking to get things started. But Hendricks Lopp here with goals in game 1 and 2 of the series. Snively on the chip in, couldn't get it deep, knocked back by the Phantoms. And over the blue line, Garrett Wilson with his first Calder Cup playoff goal. And his career in this game looks to knock it free, but Johansson takes it away and one hands it loose behind the goal. Prisky to center. Frank got bumped into, but the puck comes back to the defensive end. Lehigh Valley on the restart with Wilson. Chips and chases it over the blue line, neutralized by Johansson. And Prisky turns it up the boards, looking to clear it on Frank's wing. Ethan Frank for Hershey to center. Snively at the red line will backhand it in the Lehigh Valley zone. For the Bears in a partial change, Lapierre will chase after it. Puts the heat on Ronnie Adder. Spits the puck to McElrath. Right board, shoots one short side that Peterson will shield. Phantoms goaltender with the save on the Bears' 10th shot of the evening. Peterson's given up 3. Dumped in down the ice. No icing. Huntington after it. Peterson in play. Huntington, Dubé, and Limoges go to work. And Limoges cranks a turnover momentarily where Jennings will cut back to the defensive end. Cleared all the way down the ice, and icing is called on Lehigh Valley. Once again, a hello to all at our watch party at Aruga's. Here it is packed, and they are making noise. Hello to the Bears watch party at Aruga's. You know, the Bears staff is there, Brian Butcherelli and the entire crew. And the fans making noise after that Miroshnichenko goal.
God, it's so awesome, you know, and you know, I've been so fortunate over my career just to meet so many of the fans and the support that the Bears get. You know, you look on the road and how well-traveled Bears fans are. It's pretty unbelievable. So have them all at Aruga's. We appreciate you guys listening for us.
Off the draw in the corner, Hershey looking to chop it loose. It's Jennings on the takeaway for Lehigh Valley to center ice. Shot into the Bears zone and picked up by Hamid Akhtar. D-to-D today with precision. At center, Dubé some room to rumble. 4 men around him, Watson and shoots, and it deflected on goal, and Peterson a right pass save as it slid back the opposite direction. Thrown off the backboards. Huntington tried to bank it in off of the goaltender Peterson from a sharp angle. It would not go. Day keeps it in the point. Centers Limoges. He shoots off the glove of Peterson off the backboard. Peterson sprawls out and keeps it out with an athletic save as the Bears looking for more. 12:16 left in the second. Miroshnichenko's second has Hershey in front. You're tuned in to the 2024 Calder Cup playoffs.
For some kids.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies. Food can open endless possibilities for people to thrive. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. Everyone deserves to live a full life. And with your help, together we can end hunger. Join the movement at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Guy Fieri's DC Kitchen and Bar is your spot for game day action. Whether you're coming to Capital One Arena for a game or a show, Guy's got something for everyone. Eat, bet, and cheer like a Caesar at Guy's DC Kitchen and Bar.
With you here for the PPL Center in Allentown, 3-2, the Bears in front. Good atmosphere, a lot of Bears fans making the trip for this one. You see some of them there in their sweaters. Phantoms trying to get those Bears fans riled up. They put something on the video board that said Dorney Park is better than Hershey Park in a battle of the amusement parks. We all know that's a lie. Hershey Park, the best in the business. Bears fans here to cheer their team on. Off the draw, Miroshnichenko behind the net will knock it free. This line has been pleasant here tonight. Vecchione on the wing like that. Like Garrett Rowe's game. And Miroshnichenko with 2 goals here for Hershey. He's at center waiting for the pass. Drawing the defenseman back. He'll deflect it in. Elpidio behind the net. Pressured by Miroshnichenko, who's on the hunt. Elpidio knocked him down. Miroshnichenko falls again. Andre to take it, but Vecchione all over him. Good forecheck by the Bears here, creating issues. Rabinski's on, and he knocks the puck free. Rabinski out of the pile, comes to the point. Prisky will fire off the goal post. Peterson's down. It comes loose and swatted at him in air and cleared as Chase Prisky hits iron from the blue line. Nearly had the Bears up by 2. Peterson will breathe a sigh of relief. It's Cooper Marody the other way. Johansson trying to get back. Marody falls. Johansson takes the Bears to center. Strome over the blue line. Waits for some help. Pulls up, sends it Rabinski. Left circle. Band on the shot. Puck is loose. Bouncing around in front. Roll to the blue line. Kept in by Prisky. Flip to the corner, Rabinski. Great work done by Hershey on the hunt here. Trying to take a 2-goal lead. Grenier strong on the stick, a short side shot. Peterson the save with a low wrister and cleared by the Phantoms, but good work done by Hershey.
Yeah, and that's the way the Bears need to play. Play on their toes, play in the offensive zone there. And, you know, just keep it rolling. It's been awesome.
What a block by McElrath after a giveaway. The Bears catch a break. Now here they come. Strome's in. His shot got blocked by Sampson in the last moment. Helter-skelter on both ends, but it remains 3-2. McElrath saved a goal. Shepard was sprawling over after Hershey turned it over. Prisky right in front of his own net. Knocked free away from LaPierre. We play on. Bears in front by 1 of the Miroshnichenko tally. Hershey wins tonight. They eliminate the Phantoms. They head to the Atlantic Division Finals, where they take on the Hartford Wolfpack at a rematch of last year. Series won by the Bears in 3 games. They lose tonight. Phantoms get the win. It's Game 5 tomorrow night at 7 o'clock at Giant Center. Puck clear by the Phantoms all the way down, and icing is called. And it's a memorable day in Bears history in the rivalry between these teams. Todd Sadowski with more on that.
Yeah, it sure is. And just to add, McElrath, what a great block that was. There was 2 Phantoms sitting on Shep's doorstep. Hershey would love to get a win to close out this series tonight. On this date in '97, the Bears also closed out the Phantoms. Then the Philly Phantoms, Hershey's Blair Atchinham, scored in triple overtime in Hershey Park Arena for a 3-2 win in Game 6 of the '97 Mid-Atlantic Division Finals. You can even notice the retro Fox 43 logo on the dasher boards. Now, guys, I'm in if it takes triple overtime, but we'd love to see it done in regulation.
Don't wish that upon us, Todd, but if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. Puck deflected up now to play. The Bears are saying it wasn't deflected, saying that was shot straight out. I thought someone got a piece of it. Officials are going to chat here. What did you see, Garrett?
Yeah, it almost looked like he went to go to his forehand, and it does look like he actually gets kind of twisted up. I don't think Joe Snively's stick it goes off of him at all. So I think we might see one here. It might go 5-on-4 for the Bears.
Might be a delay game penalty. Yes, it is a delay game penalty. All 4 officials chat. And Hershey heading to the power play for the first time tonight with 10:02 left in the second. Halfway through this one, first power play of the game for the Bears. And as you look, 1 for 12 in the series. But Todd Nelson said it. Here's a look. Let's see if this goes straight out.
Yeah, it does. He does.
Yeah,
He just
LaPierre didn't get it.
Yep.
So Todd Nelson said at pregame radio side, we're not a team that, if our power play isn't rolling, they can't come in and save us if we're not playing well 5-on-5. When we're playing well 5-on-5, that's when our power play is at its best. So much better here tonight. See if they can strike. And a critical one, they could go up by 2 here.
Well, and I think a lot of that comes down to your top guys. When your top guys are feeling it, look out, especially on this power play.
Dubé with it, snaps a shot that's blocked away by Peterson. Pucks to the net is the mantra for Hershey. They don't want to throw it from everywhere, but they want to take a shot if they have one. Frank from the left side looks for the seams to part. They'll roll in along the board. Closed on, goes to the line for Snively. Right circle, LaPierre to Dubé. One times it knocked around wide of the goal. As that thing changed angles, cleared to the line. Snively gets a stick on it, but has to turn back to center. With some urgency from the Bears with a power play. Snively with it, ahead 3-2 to Hendricks LaPierre. Trying to thread the needle, blocked, but now he goes to the blue line. Frank is there on the opposite side where we normally see him. Now he rolls back to the center point. They rotate it around. Frank with some room. Last circle, he'll shoot. Deflected wide of the goal.
with Dubé in the bumper spot. Lemos beneath the goal line. Good looking power play here for Hershey. LaPierre, right side Snively. Hooks cross box, gets it to Frank. Backhand forehand, he scores! Sheer power from Ethan Frank over the glove of Cal Peterson. It's a power play goal. It's 4-2 Hershey.
We talk so much about, his skating stride and how fast Ethan Frank is, but his shot is, people are going to start talking about his shot. His shot is so elite. That snapshot that he has comes on and off his stick so quick. It's very similar to that Miro Stachenko goal. He just beats him right over his glove hand. Who knows, that might be a scouting little tip on it, but Cal Peterson has no chance at that Ethan Frank snapshot.
Yeah, that's something that the Bears work with all the time, no matter the goaltender, with goaltending coach Juha Lehtola. You see Nick Butlin, who runs the power play, saying well done to Ethan Frank and sorting it out what they even need to do maybe a little better for next time. And that's just a great play by Frank. He goes backhand to forehand, realizes there's a little room. His former teammate Ronnie Allard steps up on him, just curls it around him and roosts it on Peterson over the catching mitt, where the Bears, you can see them picking Peterson apart over that glove right now. 4-2 Hershey. 2 goals here in the second to give themselves their biggest lead of the night. Lehigh Valley scored first. The Bears responded 17 seconds later. Lehigh Valley scored. The Bears responded 3 minutes later. Now they have a 2-goal cushion. 1-for-1 on the power play as Ethan Frank able to fire it home. His third of the postseason, more than he had in the run all of last year. Risky back to center. 8 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Second period as the Phantoms backs against the wall, trailing by a pair. But Hershey has to keep the foot on the gas pedal. Looking for Trinea, knocked away from him. Lehigh Valley's behind their own goal with Brooks. Hearing the footsteps to Louis Belpinio. Center ice, it's played loose. Brooks with it along the right wing. Johansson closing in, makes a savvy play. The Calder Cup champion last year is a stalwart on the back end. Played all 20 of them. It's the puck to Strome, who dumps it in wide to Peterson to the corner. So the Calder Cup experience of the Bears coming in here and in this situation before, no panic.
Yeah, and I think that's such a key, Zach. When you look at guys that have been there, guys that have gone through that, it just pays in dividends on that.
McDonald trying to draw LaPierre to the penalty box, but his team up 4-2. He'll stay away from that. You're tuned in to the 2024 Calder Cup playoffs.
It all starts with a Chevy truck. Chevy Silverado with the Turbo Max engine and best-in-class standard torque. And Chevy Silverado HD with up to 14 available camera views. Do more in a Chevy truck. Get yours now.
Get $5,750 total value on this Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP.
Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
I've been talking about Crop Metcalf a long time now. We've done so many commercials. Hey kid, pass the chicken. Ooh, good times. We've had some fun. But seriously, it's awesome to be part of a company that's such a great reputation. So professional. I love this company, and I still love that jingle.
Crop Metcalf is the one with 5 stars.
Two Bears, a power play goal by Ethan Frank and Garrett. This is elite stuff there from the Bears' top sniper.
Yeah, it really is. He, like you talked about there on air, he goes to his backhand, he doesn't have it, he's got to recoup it, and he kind of makes that Connor Bedard shot of pulling it into his feet, creates the angle, and to beat Cal Peterson from that distance, that's a pretty elite shot.
Phantoms over the blue line on the left wing. A shot that goes wide of the glove of Hunter Shepard. 4-2 Bears here in Game 4. Konstanowski's ice side with Garrett Mitchell on Zach Fish. Snively at center. Over the blue line. Right wing to Frankie. Shoots delayed penalty. A save by Peterson. But Hershey back to the power play. The right pad save on Frank, who was hacked. And Snively and the Bears running and gunning it. Drawing another power play.
Yeah, Bobby Brink doesn't take that slashing penalty, Ethan Frank's got 2 on the night. It's a great pass over by Joe Snively over to Frank, and if he doesn't take this slashing penalty trying to get back, I think he's got Peterson beat again there.
Anderson, an aggressive challenge, then Snively was in front trying to knock it in. Top power play unit goes back to work. Ian LaPerriere's team right now realizing they give one up here. They're in a world of hurt with 7:17 to go in the third. In the second, beg your pardon, 7:17 to go in the second. Although wish the clock would move a little quicker. The Bears trying to add to their 4-2 lead. Lemos with it behind the net, dumps it deep. Andre will take it away and clear it down to center. 5 forwards on the power play for the Bears. Lehigh Valley trying to exploit that with Gaucher ahead shorthanded. Phantoms this year on the penalty kill scored 8 shorthanded goals. Puck to center, Frank will dump it in. On the glass, so Peterson can't play it. Intelligent play there. And now Frank's got it in the corner, although the puck hopped his tape. It was coming to him and cleared away back now down to the defensive zone. Picked up by the Bears in the offensive zone. Offensive zone, beg your pardon, where Hershey will look to dig it free. Beneath the goal line, it's Snively with it. Looking to break ahead to center ice. Power play for another minute and 5 seconds. It's LaPierre down the left flank looking to drive it in. He's tied up. Stick being held there by Annard. Complained to the officials for a call, but we play on as the puck is cleared all the way down the ice. And Shepard out to take it. We'll leave it for Logan Day.
Yeah, you're going to see the second power play unit get about 50 seconds on this. So, look to see them shoot the puck, especially early on in this power play. Not able to generate a whole lot of offense out of it. Look for them to shoot the puck early here.
Puck wobbled on Vecchione, but he made it work. Got it back to Day. Now to Garrett Rowan. His first game of the playoffs. Miroshnichenko for the hat trick. Gunned it over the blocker of Peterson. Not a lot of real estate, but he got the shot off. So hard it ricochets back to the defensive zone where the Bears will take it with 5:40 left, second period. 4-2 in front on their second power play of the game. Rowe over center, shifts it forward. Vecchione knocked down, gets the puck to Huntington. Vecchione to the net. They go back to Day. Far side one-timer. Rowe off the crossbar and out. Oh, Rowe nearly made it 5-2 Hershey. Hatter with a hit from behind on Miroshnichenko. Puck comes free. Miro back on his skates. Bears sorted out to the line with it. Back to full strength of the Phantoms. But the Bears still the puck. Vecchione bans on the shot and knocks it behind the goal. Miroshnichenko by himself with his teammates changing. Hits the deck and falls down. It's Ginning trying to come up with a puck and it's Brink. Instead out of the pile to center. Phantoms catch a break as Rowe nearly put Hershey ahead by 3.
Yeah, that goes off the connection there in between the crossbar and the post. And Garrett Rose looked great. You sit out a couple of nights here and hadn't played so far in the playoff run here. And, he's been inserted into the lineup and he's looked really, really good tonight.
Rowe in tonight for Matt Phillips as the Bears have it in neutral. Final 4 minutes, 40 seconds here. The second deflected in. Cherniev looking to track it down. Throws the check on Annard. Phantoms don't like that. Puck comes loose to the blue line. The Bears have it. Prisky changes the angle to Strome. Right circle. Back to Prisky again. Weak side's open. Johansson's got it. Snaps a shot. It hit the side of the net. Cherniev beating Andre to the puck. But his pass too hot to handle for Prisky. And down the ice it goes. Shepard to play it from the goal line behind his own net. Starting to see the puck battles go Hershey's way a bit more.
Yeah, you are. But, I think, a lot of that, Zach, starts from just the effort. And I don't mean that just, guys not working, but it's working in the right way, working smart, dumping pucks in, finishing on the right side of it. It's unbelievable what happens when you do the right things.
Puck comes to center. Lexell knocked it past LaPierre, who lost his stick. Bears have a tough puck to handle for Logan Day. Knocked back behind the net. Fan center. Lazinski scores. That's a bad break for the Bears, and now it's a 1-goal game with 3:43 to play in the second. Tanner Lazinski continues his strong Calder Cup playoffs, his 4th goal on a puck that just bouncing all over on the Bears defenseman.
Yeah. Hardy Hamanaktal there, he throws it over to Logan Day, and I don't think Logan Day was, was expecting this puck. I think he was expecting Hardy to go up the wall with it. He ends up coming back into the zone, and coaches will tell you come back with a puck too many times, it ends up biting you. And that one, Lazinski is able to put that one right past Hunter Shepard.
Blocker side on Shepard. Life for Lehigh Valley. It's the slimmest of margins, down to a 1-shot game for all the Bears have done well. Lehigh Valley right there with them once again. You knew it would be tight
You knew it would be close. The Phantoms won't go away. 4-3 Bears. Huntington over the blue line, knocked away from him. This one cleared all the way down. A wobbling puck line to Shepard. It will be icing with 3 minutes and 22 seconds to go here in the second period. So now you see what you're made of, right? You don't want to let Lehigh Valley get into momentum. Hershey's done a good job responding every time the Phantoms have scored tonight. You don't necessarily need one in the next 3:22, but you want to make sure you finish the period in the right direction and don't get hemmed in your own zone and let Lehigh Valley really turn the tides here.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was just going to say, Zach. It's one of those things, you don't need a goal. You know, you're up 4-3 right now, I should say. But at the same time, it's how do you respond? We've seen them respond great here tonight so far. You know, so I expect no different. But it doesn't have to be a goal. Let's just play some ozone hockey here and just keep the shifts rolling. You got that short change, so you're able to get 1 and 2 guys on, or 1 and 2 lines, I should say, on, especially in the offensive zone.
Well, we'll be greedy and say a goal would work as well as the puck cleared down the ice with 3:15 to go in the second offside. Tanner Lazinski for the Phantoms makes it 4-3. Late second, you're tuned in to the 2024 Calder Cup playoffs.
Oh, the puppies are loose.
Need to get home in a hurry? Time for sport mode.
Party's over, boys.
Drive the Nissan Sentra. Now get a low $219 per month lease on the 2024 Nissan Sentra.
So you made some money. Want to make it do more? Make it do more than more. With Robinhood Gold, you can make your money do the most. Make your cash do 5% APY. That's a lot. At 8 times the national average, that's bigger than big. That's huge. Make your money make more money. That makes more money. Make your money do the most. Get Robinhood Gold and make your cash earn 5% APY. Join today and get your first 30 days free.
Anyone who's ever sold a home will tell you it's really hard. And it's one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make. That's why who you work with matters. Together with HomeLight, we take care of every detail.
Four 3 Hershey in front. Bears fans, Bouquet Mulligan and Mayo has 2 locations in Cleon and Elizabethtown. They're now fabricating in-house custom digital freeform lenses, so bring us your prescription. Most accurate digital lenses in the best vision possible. Largest selection of luxury eyewear from all over the world. Oakley, Ray-Ban, Maui, Gym, sunglasses. Sunglasses surgery. Check them out at bmdi.com. Thanks for being with us on the Monumental Sports Network, Fox 43.2 antenna TV. Well, it's the Bears Radio Network, Capitals Radio Network, and AHL TV tonight. And of course, the watch party at Arugas. 4-3 Hershey in front, Ethan Franks. Power play goal, the difference maker. Phantoms with the puck. They've got the last one from Lazinski. Floating it to the net of Shepard. That caught Johansson up high. And down goes the Phantom. The puck comes free behind the net. Johansson will have to gut it out right now in some discomfort. Puck to the left corner for Gardner. Phantoms putting the pressure on. Dubé able to clear it. For the Bears back to center. Dropped into the corner behind the net. Johansson powering through it out of his own zone. Pushes it forward. Or his own blue line. Head man to the offensive zone. Lemos will tap it in and head off for fresh personnel. Phantoms stretch the ice. Wilson did get enough of it. Negates icing and Hamid Aktel back for it. Up the boards. Turned over. Gaucher will take it. Pass to the middle of the ice. Broken up by Hamid Aktel. Now the Bears to center ice. Miroshnichenko will dump it in. Looking for the first Bears hat trick in the playoffs since Casey Wellman, 2015. Vecchione to the point. Wobbling puck. Kept in row. Left side half-boards will fire through traffic. Knocked down in front. Miroshnichenko falls. Puck there for the taking. Rowe has it. Along the wing. Garrett Rowe uses the half-boards to knock it free. D cuts in. Takes over Rowe's position. Roll to the opposite side where Hamid Aktel jumps in, but the Phantoms will alleviate the pressure and clear it. And we'll send it down ice side. Todd Sadowski standing by with 101 seconds left here in the second.
Coming up in our second intermission report, we have a quick huddle with Helms. I chat with Bears VP of Hockey Ops, Brian Helmer. about this year's team and postseason outlook. Plus, we'll get you caught up on the latest local news and weather headlines in the Fox 43 game break. We'll have your second period highlights. Guys, Lucas Johansson just went right past us with a towel to his face. Might have got cut a little bit, but he's heading back to the locker room.
Thank you very much, Todd. As the Bears with a draw, McElrath fires, is saved by Peterson off the chest protector and into his mitt. Yeah, Lucas probably needs a little repair work done and go get an early start on it and be ready to go for the third.
Yeah, probably get a couple of zips there. It looked, you know, it's just a great job. That you get to the net, Max able to get that puck through there. On the replay, you see, you know, and that he gets it past Cooper Marody, which is it's a huge key. If you can get it past that first guy, you get a guy to the net, especially off the face-off, shoot that puck all day long. So great job by Max shooting that puck.
Smacked it on goal. Save made by Peterson and no rebound in the face-off. Will again go to his left. LaPierre off the draw, knocked free by the Phantoms instead to center ice. Snively will glove it, look to shoot it in. Harassed from behind by Furry, but the Bears maintain possession. And it's Frank with it. Down the wing, chips it behind the net. For the boards, LaPierre chucks it low. To the near side, Dylan McElrath with it. Blue line, Aaron Nance from the left point. Feeds it to Snively, far circle. LaPierre shovel shot to the net. Save made from that bumper spot you call on the power play. Brink at center, getting around McElrath. Rolled away from him to the corner. McElrath is able to cut him down and dispossess. And the Bears have a lane to clear it. Snively on the far side to center. Frank Crunch gets it to Hendricks LaPierre. Down the left wing, out of his shift, tried to put on the brakes and buy some time. Fell over, and Adder took it for the Phantoms. In front of the benches, they're unable to muscle it in the first time. Right back to a Bears defenseman, Prisky ahead. Near wing for Henrik Grabinski. Second-year Bear. Rolls it loose to Strome. And to center ice, Lazinski went to the other way. Phantoms looking for a late tying goal here in the second, but broken up by Strome for Hershey. Along the boards, able to knock that puck free. Back Strome with the defensive end, but Brooks is there. Dig the puck free to the blue line. The Phantoms D to D. Right point Belpedio. Shot wide to Shepard. Off the backboards. It goes wide of the goal with 15 in the period. Bernier will clear it to center away from Andre. Grabinski after it. Trying to swat it in. Now backhanded behind the net of Peterson. Final 5 seconds. It's poked away to the near boards and cleared to the line. And that's it for the second period. The LaPierre squad has made it a 1-goal game as we get a little rust up to end the frame. But it's the Bears 4-3 leaders, 20 minutes away from sending the Phantoms packing. But by no means is this over. It's a nail-biter heading into the final 20 minutes of regulation.
Yeah, just, you know what, a much better period by the Bears. Obviously, they give up the one there, but just a much better period, a lot cleaner, especially in the defensive zone there. You know, we've started to see the offensive zone really start to click with them, too. So, sets it up for a great third period, and, you know, with the Bears up one, it's all laid out there for the Bears to have a great third.
Miroshnichenko at 2:36, Frank at 10:57, Lazinski at 16:17, 4-3 Bears. Todd Sadowski is ice level. Let's send it to him with goal scorer Ethan Frank.
All right, Ethan Frank with me now, and to look a little bit more wide open offensive game. You guys, some of your snipers are getting on the board, including Miro. Let's talk about him. 2 goals tonight. He's looking really good out there.
Yeah, absolutely. He's earned it. You know, he's working hard. He's gone through a little bit of struggle statistically wise, but we know we're going to get a hard game out of him, and he's a big guy. He hits, he plays dirty, and he gets under their skin, so it's good to see him get rewarded.
I like to see you throwing the body in that first period, laid a big hit, but then you scored on the power play. It's got to feel good to the rest of the guys to get one on the power play and for you to pick a top corner.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a good play. We've been trying to figure out quick puck movement and quicker plays because they've been kind of reading us and doing well. You know, you got to give credit where credit's due, but yeah, we're happy to get that one.
All right, thanks, Frankie. Appreciate it. All right, guys, 20 minutes to try and close this thing out. A 1-goal deficit. Entertaining Game 4 so far here at PPL Center.
By no means over, but great to see the Bears in front. We'll get to close out a victory in a series win. Take a breather and be back. Our intermission report coming up. Stay with us. Hershey 4, Lehigh Valley 3. You're tuned into the 2024 Calder Cup playoff.
Ready for another action-packed season of Major League Rugby? Then head to the Maryland Soccerplex for Old Glory DC. Get in on the heart-stopping moments, thrilling plays, and the unbeatable spirit of trying harder. It's football without the stopping and soccer without the flopping. Old Glory DC is raising the bar and upping the flags. Don't miss your chance to cheer them on. For complete schedule and tickets, visit oldglorydc.com.
Hey, boss. Okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
You sure?
I said I'm fine.
Since I was little, it was only like me and my parents. You think you created family out of characters? Yeah, of course. I'm gonna take that and make it into a song.
Put me to bed, see you in the morning. With the first deed, Superman, but it wasn't on it. And we lost it. In my head, in my head, in my head. Where you at on the way out? In my head, in my head, in my head.
Hey, son.
Hey, Pop.
You can talk to me.
It's been really, really hard for me.
Thanks for joining us tonight for this Fox 43 Game Break. I'm Marshall Keeley. We have a preview of the stories you can expect tonight on Fox 43 News at 10. A hospital in California is celebrating new and expecting mothers this weekend. The Copeland Pavilion Education Center hosts a Bellies and Babies class with Mother's Day surprise. That included a day of pampering with a wellness exercise class and massages. Childbirth educator and registered nurse Tamara Winfield Pace says happy babies stem from happy moms.
It's just a wonderful place for parents to enjoy coming and getting some support. We always do highs, lows, and goals.
Health experts say the new generation of mothers are extra motivated to prioritize their mental health. Research from the National Institute of Health says new moms are at a higher risk of postpartum depression than previous years. New moms say much of what they've learned from their own mothers, that they have a positive environment, can help maintain positive emotions. Let's get a check on your Weather Smart forecast. Here's meteorologist Allie Dubicki.
Well, we had a dry start today, but of course those rain showers made a return, and guess what? They are sticking around for your Mother's Day plans as well too. We'll talk all about that here in just a sec, but you can see that classic swirl up over the Great Lakes. That's low pressure dragging rain through our counties now, and also a few thunderstorms back to the south and west. Those should weaken as they push towards our counties, but we're not ruling out a rumble of thunder here as we head through the overnight. A lot of our spots are dry now, but notice Lancaster is still working with some steady light rain up through Lebanon and Lycans too. Another batch though just to our west. We're going to be watching that along an occluded front as it pushes towards us this evening. Currently across the area though, after temperatures made it into the lower 60s, many of us now are in the mid to upper 50s. York and Lebanon sitting in the low 50s, as well as Harrisburg this evening. Happy Mother's Day, as we mentioned. We're gearing up for another round of rain, especially through the first half of the day. Temperatures will make up into the upper 50s to near 60s, but we'll talk more about it coming up.
All right, Allie, thank you. We'll be back with more news tonight on Fox 43 News at 10. And for the biggest headlines at any time, head to fox43.com. Bears lead the Phantoms 4-3 after 2. We'll be back.
When I go in, crank that roaster up, drop those beans, and watch them transform, that's a really good feeling. The best part of owning a business is doing this together. When we decided to turn our passion into a business, M&T was our first call. M&T definitely made us feel that they had our back. That means everything. I hope M&T Bank is ready to continue growing with us. We're not stopping.
Jiffy Lube introduced the quick oil change. At Jiffy Lube Multi-Care, we also do brakes, tires, tune-ups, batteries, and more. No appointment needed. Vehicle maintenance, that's a job for Jiffy. Get your next oil change at Jiffy Lube. No appointment needed. And all these courtesy services will be included. We even vacuum and clean exterior windows. Need an oil change? That's a job for Jiffy.
Spring into savings with Thompson Creek. For a limited time, save big with free installation on all windows and enjoy no interest for 18 months.
We do it all.
Design, build, and install, so you won't pay the middleman markup.
You get high-quality windows at an affordable price.
Direct from our local factory.
There's never been a better time to buy.
Call 855-57 Creek now before this offer is gone.
Home sweet home, sweet Thompson Creek.
Of course it stops loading at the best part.
I wasn't eavesdropping. Yes, I was. You need Verizon. Get their crazy powerful network out here and get 6 months of Disney Bundle on them. And it is all good.
That's right. Stream on the go with 6 months of Disney Bundle on us. All your favorite content from Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN Plus is all yours. And watch it all on the new Galaxy S24 Plus, also on us. Only on Verizon.
DC sports fans, the game is now in your hands. Experience the power to transform wherever you watch into the best seat in the house. Catch every play from multiple camera angles. Replay or watch full games for up to 72 hours. Never miss a moment with personalized notifications and updates. And always be on top of the latest news and happenings with in-depth pre- and post-game shows. With Monumental Sports Network, you don't just watch your favorite teams, you experience them.
We are back at PPL Center in Allentown. Fox 43 Sports Director Todd Sadowski, along with the Hershey Bears VP of Hockey Ops, Brian Helmer. And I said it, thank goodness they're in front, because you're one grumpy bear after 2 periods if the team's not winning. But look, take a look at it. They're up 4-3. It's been a really entertaining Game 4. Game 3, as I mentioned to Garrett, was kind of a snooze fest, especially for Hershey. Your assessment of Game 4 tonight? I mean, the offense is a little bit more wide open.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we came out really well in the first period there, and I think we took it over a little bit in the second half of that first period. But what I liked about it was, they scored and we came right back and scored. So we responded to that, and obviously Miro's having a heck of a game out there. That's what we expect out of him, and there's got to be some other guys that kind of have to pick up their pace here. And it's good to see that we're in front, but the game's not over yet. So we got to shut them down defensively here and just stay on our toes, keep taking the play to them, and working it in the offensive zone instead of being in the defensive zone, and we should be all right.
Well, they certainly are making use of their offensive opportunities. 4 goals and about 16 or 17 shots. Kind of reminds me of game number 2 where they had 5 goals and limited shots. And it's your snipers that are getting the job done, right? Pierre Dubé, and then Ethan Frank, and then Miro, you mentioned 2 goals there. Almost feels like there's going to be one that just kind of lays in front, and a Stromer or somebody's going to knock one home. But it's nice to see the guys, as Todd Nelson said, your best players have to be your best players, and your best scorers have been your best scorers tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what the playoffs are all about, right? If they're not scoring, then we've got to chase the game, and we don't want to chase the game. We want to stay out in front of it, and everyone wants to contribute. And if we can get something out of our fourth line, like you said, because they're working their butts off out there, and just to get something like that would help us out a lot. But again, we got the lead. We've had the lead in multiple games this year. We were comfortable with it, and we just have to find a way to put these guys away in the third.
You mentioned you have the lead. That's not uncharacteristic. The way that you've gotten the lead, maybe a little bit, but this is a team that knows how to close it out. It's a lot of veterans from last year's Calder Cup team. You're going to be a nervous wreck, I'm sure. I'm glad I'm not watching the last 20 minutes with you.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know what it is about it. I say this all the time. It's a lot easier to be down on the ice playing these games because you have no control when you're up here. And but again, these guys are so good, and they're just such great guys. You want to make sure that they're doing the right things, and we're finding a way to win tonight.
So a little bit of choppy ice, like that end of the second period. That's something to look for at the end of the third period, is those pucks wobbling and bouncing, that kind of stuff. As a defenseman, you got to use your body, right? You can't let that thing get past you and let the defender get past you.
Yeah, you just got to bear down. That's the bottom line. You know that the ice is going to be the greatest in the third period, and you just got to find a way. Like, move the puck quick. Don't let them get set up in their forecheck. Just move it. Our forwards are going to be up the ice. They tip it in, go to work in the offensive zone. If we can do that consistent and get the job done, we should be all right.
All right, well, this is what playoff hockey is all about. I know you're like a raw nerve ending right now, and you'll be fine for the rest of the way. And everybody that's watching and that's rooting for the team, the guys that have had some time with the Capitals are looking good. The guys that have been with Hershey are looking good. They just need to nail this thing down the last 20 minutes and move on and advance. The Hartford Wolfpack is waiting for the Hershey Bears if they can finish off the Phantoms tonight. All right, Brian Helmer, VP of Hockey Ops, thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Todd. I appreciate it, buddy.
All right, we'll be right back with the final period. We'll have highlights from Zach and Garrett coming up, and then the final period here of game number 4, Atlantic Division.
There are trucks
And then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience. And the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Or get $6,000 purchase allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP on select GMC Sierra models. We are professional grade GMC.
If you need $750 or $1,500 up to $3,000, just go to
WeFixMoney.com
and get the money you need as soon as tomorrow. WeFixMoney.com is free to use and available 24/7, and you don't need perfect credit. Go to WeFixMoney.com right now, and we'll guarantee that in 2 minutes, you'll find out if you're approved for a loan of up to $3,000. Money you could get by tomorrow. Go to WeFixMoney.com.
Want to eat, bet, and cheer with the best in the district on game days? We've got you at Guy Fieri's DC Kitchen and Bar, located in Caesars Sportsbook at Capital One Arena. Pull up a chair, sit back, relax, and enjoy 18,000 square feet of wall-to-wall sports, wagering, and Guy Fieri's famous dishes and signature drinks. Whether you're coming to Capital One Arena for a game or a show, Guy's got something for everyone.
At AMCO, we've been fixing cars for almost 60 years. And over that time, a lot sure has changed. Cars have gotten more complex than ever. But the technicians at AMCO have the expertise to fix anything.
The problem's with your transmission valve body and torque converter. We do this all the time.
So if your check engine light is on, let us take a look. Because we know cars inside and out. AA MCO.
Capitals fans, get ready.
Yes!
Caps Redline is back.
Oh, yeah!
I'm Alexa Landestoy, and we're celebrating the best of Washington Capitals hockey.
Wow.
From player interviews, in-depth features,
nice one,
and exclusive behind-the-scenes footage.
Nailed it.
Caps Redline every weekday at 5 p.m. on Monumental Sports Network.
Welcome back to Hershey Bears hockey in Game 4 of the Atlantic Division semifinals. Hershey leads in the game. They lead in the series. With Garrett Mitchell, I'm Zach Fish as we get set to go for game number 4 and period number 3 coming up around the corner. But hey, much better period for the Hershey Bears. Offensively, they light the lamp 4 times. They found a way to pick Cal Peterson apart over the glove. Still got work to do. Lehigh Valley's made this interesting, but the Bears right now put themselves in a good spot. The Phantoms have all the pressure on.
Yeah, and you know, Lehigh's not going to just roll over and you know, let the Bears walk away with this one. You're probably going to see their best in the first 5 minutes here, and it's about the Bears. You got to match that intensity, match that early start for them. You know, after that, it's playing the right way. You know, there's no risk right now. We can just play, play Bears hockey, chip the puck in, go get it. I'd like to see them play in the offensive zone a little bit.
Well, let's get to the highlights here from period number 2, and there are a lot of them coming at you in the goal scoring department. Ivan Miroshnichenko with a goal in the first, a goal in the second. We're going to see some elite level wrist shots in this game, that's for sure. But back and forth we go in this contest with a little bit of the physicality as well. And Hunter Shepard doing what he does best, keeping the Bears right there in front. And this is a chance from Rhett Gardner on Hunter Shepard, and a diving block by Dylan McElrath. It's a full team effort in the playoffs.
Yeah, it really is. And, you know, for Mac, just the positioning here, we're going to see that elite shot by Ethan Frank. You know, he catches it on his backhand. He's got the wherewithal to pull that, you know, past the defenseman's leg. And he makes note about that, shooting that right over Cal Peterson's glove.
So Lehigh Valley finds himself a 1-goal game here. A tough pass from Hamid Aksel today. He couldn't handle it. It winds up in the back of the net from Tanner Lazinski. Shots 19-17 in favor of the Phantoms. You see the Bears own the special teams edge. You know the officials are not going to want the players. They're going to want the players to decide this game, so look for 5-on-5 in the third. We'll bring you the third period coming up. Game number 4. The Bears win the period. They close out the series. They're in front. You're tuned to the 2024 Calder Cup playoffs.
We had the best vacation.
Yeah, and it was easy with the points we earned with the flagship card from Navy Federal Credit Union. I can't imagine where we'd be without them.
They had the best vacation. Look at all those fish. I love her points.
Yeah, me too.
Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
When you see the Long Fence sign, it says a lot more than just our name. It's a testament to our quality. Only building with the most durable products. And right now, we're offering a great discount. 25% off all installed fencing, including wood, vinyl, and more. 25% off all installed patios and fire pits. And 25% off all installed decks. If you're looking for a reason to choose Long Fence, here's your sign. Visit longfence.com to learn more about this special discount.
Every line on a Mercedes-Benz can be traced back to the original. And for a family business like Mercedes-Benz of Arlington, you can now trace our line back for 4 generations. As we welcome them, we'd also like to welcome the EQ line of electric vehicles. That includes sedans, SUVs, and AMG models. Get yours at Mercedes-Benz of Arlington, family owned and operated for 85 years.
.org/.
Just about ready to go for the third period of Game 4 of the Atlantic Division semifinals. Before we drop the puck, for those listening on the Bears Radio Network, pause 10 seconds for station identification.
Harrisburg. D.
For the Phantoms, backs against the wall. There's no tomorrow for the Hershey Bears, trying to close out the series and looking to repeat the roar. Calder Cup champions last year, the best team in the AHL this year, looking to pass the first test, leading 4-3 on the Penn State Health scoreboard with Garrett Mitchell, former Bears captain, former Washington Capital, as well as Todd Sadowski, Fox 43 Sports Director. I'm Zach Fish. Great to have you along with us. What should be an entertaining third period. Phantoms with the last goal to give them a lot of life. They put the puck up and out of play. 31 seconds into the third. So take me on both benches. You've been on both sides of this where you know you got to come back if you're Lehigh Valley. If you're the Bears, you don't want to change your game, but you want to make sure you're careful with that puck.
Yeah, the biggest thing for the Bears right now is you can't play it, to try to keep this score the way that it is. You got to play the right way. They're going to be rewarded. Lehigh is going to be trying to force the envelope here a little bit. On the flip side of that, they're going to be trying to force the envelope. So the Bears, they're going to have some opportunities where maybe Lehigh tries to jump up in the play and do a little bit more than maybe what they should be doing. So look for the Bears to really try to, catch Lehigh on the wrong side of the puck here a little bit.
Snively from the near board. Shot misses the net. Hershey's Joe Snively, over 50 points in the regular season for the first time in his lengthy AHL career. Came in an undrafted free agent out of Yale back in 2019. Lixell on the right wing. A shot that's knocked away by Hunter Shepard. This is where he excels in the big moments. Lehigh Valley with it. McDonald off the outside of the net. That one redirects up and out of play. 18:47 to go in the third. Once again, a hello to all watching at Aruga's, the official watch party of the Hershey Bears. Keep posted and follow us on Bears social media for more watch party and ticket information. It's an exciting time in Hershey, Pennsylvania. When the weather's getting warm, the Bears are in the Calder Cup playoffs. Hershey Park is open. Got the all-new first-class experience. Upgraded with Sky Rush, Wildcats Revenge. Great stuff going on at the park. Great stuff going on with the Hershey Bears. No time better to be in the sweetest place on earth Bears want to head back there and to prepare for the Hartford Wolfpack as icing called. If they cannot get this win, Game 5 will be tomorrow. Icing is called to face off in the offensive zone for Hershey. If you're Lehigh Valley, you got to be feeling better. It's a one-shot game now.
Yeah, and they've played well. Lehigh's really forced the envelope, especially in their offensive zone, the Bears' defensive zone. Lehigh is a heavy team. They're going to come in. They're going to finish every check. They're going to make it difficult for the Bears' defensive, group out there in their offensive zone. So it's one of those things that right now the Bears, like I said, they have to play their game. Don't sit back and try to protect this lead. Play on the offensive side of it.
Jimmy Huntington from center over the blue line, trying to find some room. Closed up on quickly. Limoges swung at the puck, but the Phantoms to neutralize. The orange and black have it over the blue line. Lixell drops it in behind the Bears net. Nass first on it. The blue liner, who played his 800th professional game late in the regular season, clears to center. Training in his own territory. Gets the puck back for Lehigh Valley. To center ice, Elliot Denoyan over the blue line. Second year forward, gets it back to the line, thrown to the net, knocked away from Hunter Shepard. And spun around to the near side where Miroshnichenko has it. 2 goals tonight for Ivan Miroshnichenko. Spent 21 games with a big club. He's 20 years of age, real bright future. Polai shot, grabbed by Shepard with Miller and Rowe going at it in front of the net. Shepard is there. And the cool-headed Bears goaltender has it in the webbing of the glove.
Yeah, it's a great job. Garrett Rowe's fighting through a couple checks there, and Evan Polai, we talked about him in previous games. He's a big man. He possesses the puck really well. That's his game down below the goal line, and Garrett Rowe does a great job. He goes in front of the net, keeps everybody in front of him, and that's a great job by Rosie there.
Shepard and his crouch ready to defend his net with Vecchione taking the draw on his backhand, but he'll face a new center iceman, Denoye thrown. Instead, Brendan Furry comes in to take the draw for Ian LaPerriere's Phantoms. Furry wins it to Brink. Brink to the point. Andre rolling in along the boards. Goes back to Brink at the blue line. No shooting lane available, and Miroshnichenko picked his pocket. Well done by the Bears rookie forward. At center can't get it. Furry will. Over the blue line. A shot that's tracked and caught by Hunter Shepard. Furry stops in front, gives Day a swipe, and then Rowe with a takedown behind the goal. On Denoye, and that will draw a crowd in the corner. Rose lost his helmet after he got the best of the Phantoms forward. And this is where, in this situation, 17:07 left, you see the officials letting that go.
Yeah, I was just going to say that, Zach. During the regular season, that might be a situation where, they might take one guy or take 2 guys, make it 4-on-4. They're going to let the, Jordan Samuel-Thomas and Justin Kiev, the veteran guys. They've reffed a long time. They understand what's on the line here for both teams, right? And, Hershey's looking to close this out. Lehigh's looking to come back into this game. And, they're going to let this play 5-on-5, and that's exactly what the players want.
Rybinski on the face-off for Hershey. Rybinski, Triniev, and Strome. And Strome's going to have to come in and take the draw instead. Linesman Ryan Jackson didn't like what he saw from the visiting center, but Strome is able to scoop it back behind his own net. Puck deflected to the blue line. It's Triniev clearing it to center. This Game 4. Bears lead the series 2-1. Again, if you're joining us on the Monumental Sports Network, this is a best-of-5 series. Denoye with it, shot knocked down by McElrath. The Bears captain sees to Rybinski and guided out to center to Matt Strome. Strome knocks it down. All 3 of these players did not play in the Calder Cup playoffs last year for Hershey. They were all black aces, and they've all been real hungry. Turnover comes in front of Peterson. Backhander Triniev knocked down. It's loose in front. It rolls to the right circle where it's shot to the net, knocked away again as the Phantoms cough it up in front. And great work by Triniev, Strome, and Rybinski. Nearly capitalized to give the Bears a little breathing room. Rybinski along the boards with Triniev. Snively is out there and fresh and waiting for that puck to dislodge from the pile to the bottom of the face-off circle. Does come free to him, but he's unable to get through the guys in orange. Stabbed at behind the net by Triniev, who's still got some gas in the tank. Belpedio clears to the line and out to center. Brink with it, 1-on-2. Johansson, after getting some repair work done in the intermission, back out there for Hershey. LaPierre on the far boards. 4 minutes gone here. Third period, steal at center. Frank with it, has LaPierre with him. Pass got blocked, gets it back. LaPierre in front, rebound in front. Peterson! Oh, sprawled out for the poke check. He makes the save on Frank to keep the Phantoms within one.
Wow, what a save. You know, and what a heads-up play there by LaPierre. You know, he sees that he doesn't have an opportunity to get this puck off. He comes back to Ethan Frank here, and, you know, it's rolling a little bit. I'm sure Ethan Frank, he'd love to have a little bit more time with that to make the right play. And, wow, what a save by Peterson. That he gets his right leg across, taking that away from Ethan Frank. That's a great stretch play by him. A little bit of desperation there, getting that pad back across.
There's to beat him 4 times on 21 shots, but that is a timely save if you've ever seen one. For Phantoms goaltender Cal Peterson with 15:43 to go. Full extension to his right. Frank didn't get as much on as he liked. All the same, still 4-3 Bears on the Penn State House scoring point. Phantoms walking in, backhand to the net. Adder dancing on in on goal. Missed the net of Hunter Shepard. Wilson tripped up by Day, took his former teammate down. Phantoms fans grumble for a call. There is none from the officials. An icing called with 15:19 to go in the third. And first check in here in the third with Todd Sadowski ice side. You can feel the tension building here in the PPL Center.
No doubt about it, and you can also sense it's going to take something a little bit egregious to get into the penalty box. I love what the officials are doing. They're not just going for the whistle right away. And you called it, Garrett, on that instinctive play by Hendrix LaPierre. Everybody down here thought he was going to shoot it on Peterson, dropped it back for Ethan Frank, and Cal Peterson read it very nicely, or this thing's a 2-goal lead.
So a break for Lehigh Valley because their goaltender coming up big time. The Bears clear it and get fresh troops out on the ice. Puck brought in by the Phantoms, 3 wide over the blue line on the near wing. Lick sail to center, a shot wide of the goal. Good opportunity for veteran Adam Brooks, but he missed the net. Dubé a poke away from Andre, trying to win the race. Dubé breaks free, hook from behind, brings it in. Will this be a penalty shot? A hooking minor is all that's assessed by Jordan Samuels Thomas, but Pierrick Dubé, persistence pays off. Bears to the power play, ahead by 1.
You know what, and I've loved the effort of Pierrick Dubé here tonight. Obviously, he scores a goal tonight, but he's just got it. He's got the jump. You know, there's been multiple plays here where he's really had to battle through, you know, a Lehigh guy, you know, all draped all over him. You know, and that's a great effort by him. He's had a great night tonight.
So the Bears 1 for 2 on the power play. Andre DeSint for the hooking penalty. Hershey goes to the top power play unit, comprised of Hendrix LaPierre centering Frank and Limoges on the wings. Back of the points to start. They'll rotate all around. Snively and Dubé, 5 forwards for the Hershey Bears. 14:55 to go in the third. Bears looking to go ahead by 2. It's their biggest lead of the night. They led by 2 late in the second before the Lazinski goal. Cleared by the Phantoms to the blue line of the Bears defensive end. Snively to LaPierre, had it, lost it. Snively will get it back. Tries Frank on the right wing, he shoots it in. Peterson can't stop it, rolls around the boards. Limoges centers, Dubé from the slot, fluttered it to the net, it got tipped wide of the goal. Traffic in front of Peterson, a Bear fell down, that's LaPierre. Back to his skates now as Dubé crunched into the boards. Takes an extra shot from Belpedio and the Phantoms clearing. Seen in the playoffs, key in on key guys with the physicality. Dubé's been one, but you mentioned he's had a whale of a game.
Yeah, he has. You know, him, you know, you look at Miroshnichenko with 2 goals, obviously, but, you know, it's the little things, you know, that coaching staff are kind of looking for there as well. It's not necessarily scoring the goals. You know, it's him finishing checks, and as a young player, he can add that to his game. Look out. It's, you know, he's going to be a long-time NHL player.
Second power play unit is out. A minute left on the man advantage. Huntington at center, fakes the blast in. Vecchione's got a tag up. He'll try Day on the far side. He smashes it deep. Peterson again has to retreat to the goal. Lehigh Valley looking to clear it in a maze of bodies. Huntington gets it to the far side. Garrett Rowe all over the ice in this game. Along the boards to the point for Logan Day. Back to Rowe. Bumper spot. Vecchione chips it there for Logan Day. Got it again. Far side Miroshnichenko for the hat trick. Turned out with a right pad of Peterson on that one-timer from the spot that his idol Alex Ovechkin made famous. Roll on the far boards, looking to knock that puck down. 25 on the power play, wobbling puck. Miroshnichenko to Day. Roll with it, good move, but can the Bears go up by 2? Roll, fans on the pass to Day, who fires, deflected up in the air. To the near boards, taken by the Phantoms and cleared. 8 seconds left of the power play. Shepard decides to pull it back. The Phantoms will survive that threat. Some good looks for the Bears, up to 23 shots, but they remain ahead just by 1. 4-3 Hershey on the Penn State Health scoreboard here in Game 4. The Bears trying to eliminate the Phantoms. Lehigh Valley to neutral. Johansson at the red line. Gets it to Strome, who taps it into Lehigh Valley territory. That's Strome, the youngest of the 3. It's the punt to Johansson back at center. Triniev with a reload over the blue line. Strome behind the net. First on it, Triniev. He centers on the backhand to Rabinski. He was open in front. Comes to Strome. Last circle. Peterson down and scrambling. Strome to the blue line. Johansson chops it off the backboards. It rattled around in front. Away from Triniev and the Phantoms to safety at center. Lazinski playing to the middle. Comes loose. Fresh shot knocked down. Never made it through. Phantom falls on the chance to the goal. That was Luxell. Lazinski with it. Possession Lehigh Valley. Tracked by Johansson. Pass intercepted. Christie clears and a foot race. Frank gets there ahead of Lazinski. Lifts his stick. Well done by the forward to dig it loose. Frank gets it back from Snively. Pass got blocked. He puts a backhander wide as Snively falls on his backside. McElrath for the point. 11:40 left in the third. 4-3 Bears. Swish shot from Ness. Deflected wide of Peterson. And cleared by the Phantoms against a little bit end-to-end. Take back at center. LaPierre to Snively in front of the penalty boxes. Over the Phantoms blue line into Lehigh territory. Hershey's Ethan Frank with a difference-making goal on the power play right now. As the Bears 4th of the game, it put them ahead 4-2 at the time, an insurance marker that was needed. 4-3 Bears. LaPierre to Dubé at center. Scoops it in. First-year Bear trying to track down Peterson. Lays it to the near side, the Phantoms. Rumble it out to center. Good back check by Dubé. He's been all over it tonight. He'll smack it in.
Yeah, he really has. I've loved his game. You know, he's obviously scores a goal, but I've loved the way that he's played on the defensive side of the puck there.
Hatter lost his stick. Huntington comes away with it because of it. On the far right, to the blue line. Day is shot deflects on net. A stick save by Peterson, lunging across. Limoges behind the goal. The Bears going for some key insurance and maybe a dagger. Take from the blue line. T.D. Hamanakton. Back today, they play a game of catch. Logan shrugs it in deep. Playoff hero last year to Limoges. Knocked down behind the goal. And it comes to the Phantoms, who survived that threat. Bending but not breaking as Furry to center. Met with Logan Day's flying check. And Hershey shoots the puck back in. Off Mike Vecchione's stick. I think the Phantoms go all the way down to the other end of the ice. Wilson over the blue line. That came to center. And we come to a water break here at PPL Center. 10:04 left of the third. Hershey ahead 4-3 in Game 4. This is the 2024 Calder Cup playoffs.
Faulkner. Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can capture all the moments that make summer, summer. Like driving a RAV4 to wade in a waterfall.
Nice.
Cruising to play mini golf in a Camry. Or taking a Tundra to the beach.
You're not going to leave me here, are you?
Right now, buy a spacious Highlander with low 3.99 APR financing from Toyota. Or get low financing on a new adventure-ready RAV4.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
Introducing Domino's new New York-style pizza. Made with our fresh, never-frozen dough that's stretched thin and cut into 6 foldable slices. But what's the best way to eat it? Fold it, fork and knife it, or double-handed? Order Domino's New York style and decide for yourself.
Get ready to elevate your home during Marlowe Furniture's Memorial Day Savings Event. Save big with 25% off all furniture, plus free delivery or enjoy 5 years no-interest financing. Shop unbeatable Memorial Day deals. Sofas $6.99, dining sets $7.99, and queen beds priced at an amazing $7.99. Save 25% off plus free delivery or 5 years no-interest financing. Happening now only at Marlowe Furniture, your trusted destination with the area's largest showrooms under one roof since 1955.
If Hershey wins this one tonight, the Hartford Wolfpack are up next. The Phantoms take care of business. Game 5 tomorrow. Garrett Rowe out on the ice. We look at that last chance. Peterson to stop. Great game from Rowe here today. Apologize, we've been saying 35 once or twice. He's actually 36. We made him a little younger than he is. I'm sure he doesn't mind it.
I think he'll take that, 35 over 36. When you get, when you get over the 30s, he'll take anything you can get.
Face-off to come down to the Bears defensive zone. 9:56 left. A draw to the right of Hunter Shepard. Shepard surrendered 3 on 22 shots. This is where Hunter Shepard is known to be his best. When all the chips are on the table, Hunter Shepard is that guy. Brink with it. They lead to Belpini. In down low. Missing Furry, who is on the back door. Couldn't find it. From the blue line, Brink's drive. Knocked down in front. Gardner's backhander on net. Shepard the same, but a penalty called on Chase Prisky for the hook in front. The Phantoms to the power play with 9:39 left. And the tying goal on their tapes. Now it comes down to the best penalty kill in the league and their biggest moment thus far in the postseason. Yeah, and it's a great test for the penalty kill right now. You're going to see Jimmy Huntington, Matt Strome, Aaron Ness, Dylan McElrath, all guys that have been through this, before, and that's, their number one unit right now to kill. So, these guys have been there. They understand, what's on the line, and obviously you saw the success that the penalty kill had throughout the year, finishing at the top of the league. So it's a great test for them here right now. They have any nails left. They're going to need to bind them in the next 9:39. Far from over here. Huntington of the face-off. Ledzinski, Basim, Lehigh Valley with possession. Second try of the man advantage, 0 for 1. They had 2 power play goals in game 3. The best penalty kill in the league, the Bouquet Mulligan and Mayo penalty kill. Going to work. McElrath shields it back behind the net. Licksell near Borings with it. Phantoms beneath the goal line. Licksell fumbled it. And it comes free to Brink. On the far Borings to Ledzinski. Trying to circle. Marody in front. Brink's backhander knocked down by Ness and cleared from his knees. Great work for the Hershey alternate captain. Yeah, it's a great job, and Dylan McElrath goes, we say, a penalty kill, and as soon as that puck's on the yellow, so that yellow strip around the bottom of the boards, as soon as it's on the yellow, get going, and that's a great job by them, forcing them to make a play to the middle, and a great clear by Aaron Ness. Phantoms gain entry. Center point, Andre cutting in. 2 Bears collide. Andre deflected on the side of the net. Ledzinski was open. He hit the skirt of the goal. Licksell beneath the goal line with Brink in front. Shepard has lost his stick. It's to the right of him. He doesn't have it right now. Trying to take a peek. Grabinski pops it loose and out to center. Shepard will quickly retrieve the stick. Back in his blocker hand now. And the Phantoms drive it over the blue line again. Hamanok tails down. Center it feeds. Shepard the save. Sprawls out, but it's still loose. Phantoms have it again. What a save by Shepard, pushing to his right to keep the Bears in front. Lehigh Valley with it. Still in the power play. Andre. Pass explodes on the tape. Marody. 30 on the man advantage. Andre again. Shoots high and wide off the back glass. Pops in front. Scramble to the corner. Licksell comes it. Bears breathing a sigh of relief. Sweat on their brows right now. Lehigh Valley 14 on the power play. Ledzinski's pass in front is blocked by Lucas Johansson, who falls over. Andre for the point. Phantoms to the middle, blocked by Grabinski, and the Bears will kill it. Oh, what a save by Shepard. And Hershey still in front 4-3 as the Phantoms ice the puck. 7:34 left in the game, and Hunter Shepard saved his best work while the Phantoms on the power play. Well, we've seen Cal Peterson come in and make a huge stop for Lehigh there. Hunter Shepard says, hey, just wait, I got one here too. So unbelievable job by him sliding across on the blocker save. Here you'll see it. Wow, that's just him stretched out, desperation mode, and he's able to keep his skate on that post, which doesn't allow the Lehigh player to whack that in again. So unbelievable job there by Hunter Shepard. Face off to the right of Peterson. Bears still in front, 4-3. Well, the Phantoms giving them everything they got. They might be a 6 seed, but this is a good team that's got some reinforcements down from Philadelphia. They work very hard. An underrated squad. Bears right now ahead by 1 of the Penn State Health scoreboard here in game 4. Snively on the chase. LaPierre can't find it. The Phantoms will. Miller stabs it to the blue line. Out to center it comes, where the Bears track it down. McElrath ahead. Frank on the tip in. Peterson slows it behind the net. The Phantoms goaltender. Up the middle, Lehigh Valley trying to clear it. Gardner falls down on his own accord. And in the corner, Burns Furry, met by the back check of Frank. Fires the red line for Logan Day. Laterally across to Prisky, who blasts it towards the offensive zone. Blocked. Now he's got to defend. Phantoms entry into Hershey zone. Rolled on that Shepard. Will melt it down with 6:42 to go in the third. Will step aside. 4-3. Hershey in front. Shepard. What a save to keep the Bears ahead. You're tuned in to the 2024 Calder Cup playoffs.
With features you won't find on Honda CR-V, Nissan Rogue, or Toyota RAV4, the Hyundai Tucson puts the other guys in their place. Namely, the rearview mirror. Only a Tucson compares to a Tucson. Lease the Tucson for only $269 a month or get up to $2,000 bonus cash. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
On this episode of Hometown.
The cutest ever.
My older brother James left home in high school to play for Team USA. I always thought that was the coolest.
It's all about the defense.
Growing up, the coach was like, hey, do you want to play defense? I was like, I'll give it a try. Away we went, and here we are.
Carlson is the highest goal-scoring defenseman.
I had a few disagreements over the years, but the game's different now.
Watch Hometown with me, Rachel Nichols, presented by PenFed. Great rates for everyone. Only on Monumental Sports Network, Thursdays at 7 p.m.
6:42 to go in the third. Bears fans, wherever you're watching or listening from, hold tight. Hershey trying to eliminate the Phantoms with a one-shot game. Those and Arugas, just like us here in press row on pins and needles. Gary, you're saying it's harder watching it from up here than being down on the bench.
Yeah, 100% it is. It's one of those things when you're in the game, you're not thinking about that. It's trust me, it's a lot more nerve-wracking sitting here with you than it is sitting there down on the bench.
Hopefully the Bears can get one to calm the nerves a little bit. 6:30 to go. Lehigh Valley trailing Hershey 4-3. Ethan Frank's power play goal in this second period, the difference. We haven't seen these scoring here in the third. Puck to center ice. LeBeau's with it over the blue line. One-on-one shot to the net blocked. Dubé trying to track it down. Brink beats him to it, but Dubé smacks him into the boards. Dubé got dumped. Cheap play by McDonald, but we roll on. It's the playoffs after all. Here it's no worse for the win. Over the red line, the Phantoms drive it in. Pulling up along the boards is Brooks. Good job by Prisky. Bumps him from behind, takes the puck away, and Lehigh Valley has to go back to neutral. Smashed in off the glass behind the net of Hunter Shepard. 22 of 25 in this game. His best save moments ago. Roll with it. Off the boards, gets the puck free, and Vecchione will clear it. Back to the defensive end where Lehigh Valley sends it ahead. Off the stick of Brooks. Johansson knocks to the line. The Phantoms have it. Ronnie Adams cutting in and shooting. Knocked down in front of Shepard. Bears paying the price that comes free in the slot. And knocking it to safety is Miroshnichenko. Row to Miroshnichenko at center. Gets around Adams for the hat trick down the left wing. Miroshnichenko in front. Vecchione. Great save by Peterson. It's along the goal line and it comes free. Whistle didn't go. We play on. Ding to Hamid Akhtel. He's in. Shoots and scores! Hardy Hamid Akhtel. 5:08 left. It's 5-3 Hershey.
What a great sequence there by the Bears. Obviously, we've talked a lot about Miroshnichenko there and his ability just to, get his feet moving. And as a young kid, that's not an easy thing. Hardy Hamid Akhtel, on the near miss by Vecchione there, is able to recoup the puck. He picks his corner. He's able to walk all the way down to almost the hash marks there, where by the time he pulls the trigger, and a great shot to beat Cal Peterson over the glove hand again.
Todd Sadowski on the front row seat. What chaos! What unselfishness, Miroshnichenko to Vecchione. And after all that, Hardy Hamid Akhtel 5-3 tie.
Another wrister that beats Peterson. Did you guys see Miro jumping up and down in traffic to try and distract him? Well, it worked perfectly. And you made it. You mentioned it, Zach. Unselfish. Guy could have went for a hat trick in the playoffs and left it behind for Vecchione. That was right on the edge. And we're lucky the goal stayed in place. If it gets knocked off, then they blow the whistle dead.
Look how close that is there to being in the net. And then here's Miroshnichenko. He digs it free, right? The referee, Jordan Samuels-Thomas, is right there and says it's loose. And that judgment call by him, who was Johnny on the spot, right there on top of it, kept the play moving and led to the goal.
Yeah, just like Todd said there, that's a, you know, we've seen that net come off time and time again. You know, it doesn't take much sometimes, and you know that if that net comes off, that goal doesn't go in. So, you know, thankfully that thing stays on the moorings, and you know, Hardy's able to find an open spot there.
Glove save, Shepard, 4:45 left. Insurance for Hershey, breathing room, Hamid Akhtel. His first Calder Cup playoff goal. 5-3 Bears here in Game 4. One final break, we'll be back. You're tuned in the 2024 Calder Cup playoffs.
The most iconic name at Busch Gardens Williamsburg is about to resurface. The legend of Loch Ness Monster lives on at the world's most beautiful theme park. Membership as low as $14.50 a month.
Every business is special to its owners, clients, and community. But your business is specialized, so at Sandy Spring Bank, you have a banker and team devoted to you. We know the ins and outs of the many industries here in the DMV. We'll customize your solutions, whether it's financing and acquisition, commercial mortgage, or equipment. Because ultimately, business banking is personal. What's your next financial destination? Sandy Spring Bank.
At Holzman Solomon Vision Partners, we partner with you to craft the vision you have always wanted.
From the moment you walk through our doors, we promise you a unique concierge service that moves at a pace you're comfortable with. Together, Dr. Holzman and I have earned the trust of tens of thousands of happy patients.
So whether you're looking to improve your vision with LASIK,
or if you'd like to finally get rid of your reading glasses, maybe even have a cataract,
our team is here and ready to redefine vision care.
Contact Holzman Solomon Vision Partners today. Visit drholzman.com.
So many guys, though, Garrett, with the Bears ahead 5-3 here, that have stepped up big time. Miroshnichenko, Dubé, to name a few. And now it's an unlikely source in Hamid Akhtel that's given the Bears a 2-goal lead back.
Yeah, and honestly, Zach, you know, when you go through playoff runs like this, those are the moments that you remember, right? You have a guy that has 2 in the regular season. You know, arguably right now, maybe the biggest goal, you know, so far this playoffs for Hardy Hamid Akhtel there. You know, just a great time. He walks it in. He can easily stay at the point. He takes his ice. They're going to give it to him. He takes that all the way down and picks his spot. You talk about, you know, Miroshnichenko in front of the net there, and he does a great job of screening, and we've talked about that, of just battling in front of the net. He's been great tonight.
Nice and call to the Bears, 4:38 left. And look, it's a 2-goal lead right now. This line's been so good. At times this year, Todd Nelson has been a little gun shy, maybe to put the young kids on the ice, closing out a 1-goal lead, but they've earned it. Miroshnichenko has earned this opportunity with the likes of Vecchione and Rowe. They played well. Ivan has been all over the ice. An older, wiser, more mature, been there, done that right. With the way that he goes out and gets the games in Washington, he's come back looking bigger and stronger. I loved his game tonight, but not done yet. We'll keep an eye on Cal Peterson with 4:38 left, down by 2. When will Ian LePerriere lift his goaltender? Again, the Bears close this out. They're moving on. Phantoms need a pair to stay alive. Here in Game 4, Bears lead this best-of-5 series 2-1. They lead the game 5-3 on the Penn State Health scoreboard. Vecchione wisely from center shoots it in behind the Phantoms net. They're going to make them go all the way down the ice to get any chances. Make sure you clear that blue line and get the puck deep. Phantoms at center. Jennings on the dump in. Around the perimeter of the boards to the near side, Johansson. Up ahead to Joe Snipely. Looks on the brinks at center, gets upended by Andre. Lost his glove. He'll go retrieve it. So Phantoms toying with it in their own zone. They stretch the ice, but a pass goes awry. Logan Day behind his own net for Hershey. 3:45 left in this one. Puck to the blue line. 5-3 Bears. Snively at center, falling over on his backside. Puck loose to neutral again. Lazinski. He'll shoot it in. Peterson headed to the bench. Extra attacker on Lehigh Valley. The extra attacker is Brooks. 6-on-5. Phantoms put it up and out of play. They'll get an offensive zone draw with 3:27 left. Down by 2. If you're just joining us, Lehigh Valley led 2-1, and then the Bears scored 3 in a row. Phantoms made it a 1-goal game again, but Hamid Akhtel, 14:52, the lone goal, the third. Now it's desperation time for the Phantoms, and they will take their timeout.
Yeah, you kind of figured that was going to come. Typically, you know, you'll send your group out, you know, just kind of buy a little bit more time for somebody to draw up what they're going to do here. So, you know, this is a moment for the Bears right now. You got an empty net. Everything's just got to be in front of you. You know, you can't be running around. You really got to hold your place. You'll see Hershey kind of play 5 on Odice. That centerman's just going to kind of float around, not get trapped outside the dots. You want to keep everything tight in front of you and not allow that rebound, you know, to pop out to the slot.
Todd, we saw it so much in the run last year in the Calder Cup. The Bears got in this position where they found a way to get a little bit of cushion. The empty net ahead, they sealed it off. But Phantoms not out of this game. We talked about how they're the masters of the comeback, but this is the recipe that the Bears used all the way to the Cup last spring and in the summer.
No doubt about it. Look, you have to quickly dismiss a poor performance, and they were able to do that. The other thing to keep an eye on, there's 3:30 left. This team was skating and skating hard on Monday to prepare for moments like this, closeout games, the end of periods, any kind of a situation where they need to be in better shape than their opponent. And they've looked really good in the second and third periods, guys.
You got that right, Todd. The skating is difficult while the players go through it to be prepared for late game situations. Peterson is all the way up near the blue line, but he is back on the ice for the offensive zone faceoff. Gardner wins the draw. Peterson will head right to the bench. Extra attacker is on for Lehigh Valley. 6-on-5, down by 2. 3:20 to go. Pass across, knocked down. Trineyev clears to center. Foot race here. After it, Andre gets to it first, but Trineyev knocks him back behind the net. He'll pull back now as the Phantoms will look to drive it out to center ice. There's Season on the line here. Strom stands it up at center. Phantoms onside barely. To Andre in the slot. Blocked by Rabinski. Empty net ahead. McElrath will clear it. A little too much on it. That will be icing. McElrath, I think, was hoping to slow it up just enough, but instead a defensive zone faceoff.
Yeah, it looked like he might have been trying to bank that up to Trineyev, you know, jumping past Lehigh's defenseman there just a little bit too much. You know, every rink's a little bit different, you know, playing off that yellow. Some are a little bouncy, some pick speed up, so it's sometimes that's a difficult play to make.
Wherever you are, Bears fans, make some noise with 2:51 to go in the third. Shots 27-26 in favor of Hershey, the defending champions, looking to move on. 6-on-5, empty net. Lixell with it. To the blue line, the Phantoms have possession. On a manufacturer comeback behind the net of Shepard. Manufacturer comeback behind the net of Shepard. To the corner, Cooper Marody. To the far side boards, looking for a lane. Through it far side again. This ripped wide of the goal. Marody into the near corner. Poke loose. And Andre at the point. They get it across. Shot to the net. Saved by Shepard. Rattles around. Loose in the blue paint. Strom to clear it. Off a body of a Phantom and down to Lehigh territory. Helmet ripped off of the net front of a Lehigh Valley player. His nest back there. Lazinski has to head off. No helmet. He has to head to the bench. It's in the net. Brought in Lehigh Valley. Wilson after it. 2:08 left. Throws it to the goal. Right pad saved by Shepard. Brooks from the far boards. Guns it topside. Lixell. 5-3 Bears. 2 minutes left in game 4. Hershey trying to close out the Phantoms. Shot to the net. Saved by Shepard off the glove. Along the left post comes loose in front. Shepard sprawling. Where is it? It's underneath him near the goal line. Shepard has got it. And Shepard not happy with a Phantom player in front. That Wilson, he just knocked to his backside, I think.
Yeah, he was sitting there trying to poke at that puck in between Shep's legs. Whistle had gone. You know, we've talked about him throughout the year. He's the guy that's going to be in front of the net. You know, he's trying to poke it. You know, they're playing desperate hockey right now, Lehigh is, and you know, they're trying to do anything to get that puck behind Hunter Shepard.
Well, they've given the Bears a ton in this series. Hershey trying to shield him off. The save by Shepard. He couldn't catch it cleanly. And here's where the bad scramble begins. Mass chaos in front. Shepard's got it underneath him, and then, yeah, that's where Wilson with a little bit of, oh, yeah, there it is, right there. Proof in the pudding. The left hand to the head of Shepard. A little gamesmanship And Shepard said, no thank you.
Yeah, you know, that's just, that's Lehigh trying to pull, you know, something, try to get Hunter Shepard off his game. You know, good on him for battling back there. Obviously, you know, we talked about the refs are going to let us play. You know, they're going to make the guys battle it out 5-on-5. They don't want anything, you know, to call anything that they don't have to.
1:50 left, 5-3 Bears. They can take the Phantoms out of the playoffs with a win here. Huntington clears the line off the body of Andre. Empty net. Garrett Roll tripped up. He'll knock it forward to the empty goal. Vecchione taps it in. 6-3 Hershey with 100 seconds left. And they are moments away from moving on. This could be negated. I thought it was a hand pass, maybe by Rowe, bumping it forward. The officials are going to chat here. There was a penalty on the play as Rowe was tripped up. Vecchione puts it in the empty net. The officials are conferring. Let's see here. Yeah, that's his glove. That's a hand pass. But we'll see if the referees caught it.
They're definitely talking about it. If it's no goal,
it's no goal.
And what's going to happen here is, you know, Hershey's still going to end up with a power play coming out of it. You'll see Cal Peterson have to go back to the net for the meantime.
So Rowe wasn't fouled directly from behind, correct? Because if he was, then it's an automatic goal with an empty net. Yeah, look, it's there from the side. That's the correct call. And he had Vecchione and another Phantom breaking with him. So it is a penalty on Lehigh Valley, but a hand pass was the call on the goal. And that's what I saw first, but when the four guys on the ice initially, nobody said anything. I thought, all right, maybe my eyes deceived me. But just the slight bump forward, and Rowe was probably going for it with his stick, and he got it with the glove. But he drew the minor, so hold the phone. Still 5-3, 1:40 left. They set the clock to 1:44. Officials are chatting now about a variety of topics.
Well, I think they're trying to maybe figure out what happens here with the hand pass. You know, does it end up going in on a power play, which is a delayed call, so it should end up going into the offensive zone here for the Bears. You know, it shouldn't stay at center ice where Rose tripped up and ended up with the hand pass.
1:44 on the clock. The Phantoms penalty box door is open. No one has come over yet. It's Todd Nelson right now. Patrick Weller holding up 6 fingers on the bench for the Bears. I think he was saying it was Andre, number 6, that was the guy that tripped him. And yes, and they don't want him out there. The offensive-minded blue liner. So Peterson is back in. Clock reset to 1:44. We're not done yet, but the Bears are on a power play. Lehigh Valley can just even up the manpower. They win the draw, and there goes Peterson. Phantoms to center. Peterson's going to have to fall back as Hershey takes it away. Peterson retreats as Huntington dumps it wide. 90 seconds left here in Game 4. Bears 5-3 leaders. Peterson the bench. Vecchione steals it away and tries to smack it in. Phantom gotten away near the bench area. Bears can play, but it comes to neutral. Tanner dumps it in. Rolls around the board. Slows up for Day. 5-on-5 with a penalty call on Andre. He's not an option now. 1:10 left. Phantoms need 2. Belpedio fins on it. Cleared by Vecchione. Phantoms on the skating. Off the body of Huntington. Up back down. Vecchione can't find a wrist shot. Lexell gets the glass. Less than a minute left. Puck lands on the back of the net. Day will dig it off, but Lazinski takes it, centers, no one home. 45 seconds left. Phantoms beneath the goal line. Off the stick of Shepard. Belpedio's shot blocked. Cleared by Snively. Will it make it for icing? The puck slowing up. It won't. And now we got a big-time scrum. Belpedio and Snively are going out of the defensive zone for Hershey. And Day comes flying in and doesn't like what he sees from Louis Belpedio. Frustration from the Phantoms as Day now doubled over in pain. You hate to see that. In a situation like this, trying to stand up for his teammate is Belpedio frustrated. And Day's headed off with the trainer.
Yeah, it looks like it might have been Logan's shoulder there. He went to go grab, I don't know who that was, if it was Furry or who it was. Hopefully he's okay there. It looks like his shoulder, he's grabbed his shoulder on the way off.
Day is headed down the tunnel. Snively is as well. He and Belpedio were involved. 33.7 left here in the third period of play, and hopefully Logan is all right, Todd. His few early exits. The Bears 33 seconds away. Time for closing this out. Wow, down there. I don't know if Todd can hear us. We'll hear from him momentarily. Here's a look at it after. Here comes Dave flying in. It looked like maybe his arm just got kind of jammed up there going in.
It almost looked like it might have gone off the boards there a little bit, his right hand, when he went to go in to grab Valpedio or whoever that was along the boards. I don't know, maybe, hopefully it's not his wrist or something like that. Hopefully Logan Day's okay.
33.7 to go here in the third period. 5-3 Bears. And all hopefully about a formality now. The Phantoms officially aren't done, but still on the penalty kill. And a little frustration setting in there. And if you're the Bears, you want to stay away from that for the rest of the way.
Yeah, that's I was just going to say the same thing, Zach. You know, you can even see Aaron Ness there at the end of it. It's, you know, they've got nothing to gain or, you know, out of that, only anything to lose. And obviously it's too bad that Logan Day ends up having to go off there. So hopefully he's okay, you know, from that little skirmish.
Draw at center. Peterson returns to the net. The crowd has dwindled down, but the Bears fans in attendance here. Make a noise. The Bears fans at Aruga, wherever they're watching or listening from, cheering their team on. 30 seconds left in Game 4. Hardy Hamanakta. A goal to give Hershey insurance. Ethan Frank. But what right now would be the winner? 2 goals from Miroshnichenko. 15 left. Puck dumped in. Wide of Shepard. McElrath to get it. Peterson's off again. Cleared by Cherniev. 7 seconds left. That Bears fans making noise here in Allentown. The defending champions are moving on. Next up, the Hartford Wolfpack. A rematch of last year's Atlantic Division Finals. Hershey takes Game 4, 5-3, and they win the best-of-5 series over their Keystone State rivals, 3-1.
Yeah, you know what? Just a gutsy effort, Zach. We talked about that early on the pregame show and throughout the intermission, but you know, just a gutsy effort by the Bears. You know, we talked about how when they've been challenged throughout this year, how they've had that response. You know, Hunter Shepard, same thing. You know, he played great Wednesday night. It could have been more than 2. You know, and he comes up with some unbelievable stops there. That last one, I don't know how he got across on that. He made the scorpion save on right before the Rhett Gardner goal. Just a lot of credit to this group right now.
The mission is to repeat the roar. Round number 1 for Hershey. Test number 1 passed. And the best moment in all of sports, the handshake line. A classy gesture as both teams shake hands on a hard-fought 4-game series. And give Ian LaPerriere's team credit. He said it. We don't deserve to be here. We shouldn't be here. He didn't say we didn't deserve to be here. We shouldn't be here. They gave Hershey everything they had. They're not your typical 6 seed. It's a 5-3 win here today, but a team that battled and battled hard. Hopefully the Bears will be battle-tested because of it to take on the Wolfpack next.
Well, yeah, I was just going to say, one of those things, you know, throughout the year, it's...
We got to send it down to Todd to get that thought in a moment. He's with the captain, Dylan McElrath.
All right, we're with the captain. Look, there's a lot of great moments in hockey. Closing out an opponent, it's always a special moment, isn't it? No matter what the series.
Yeah, and obviously we know these guys really well, play them seems like 30 times a year, and a little bit extra here in the playoffs, and it was a great series. Give them credit. They didn't quit, and we had our work cut out for us the whole time, but it's great to get this series clinched.
You guys knew you were disappointed in the Game 3 performance. Could you sense the room right away, Dylan, that you were going to make a correction and come out here with just a better effort all overall?
Yeah, we were. Yeah, that was a sour taste in our mouth. We knew it wasn't going to be easy just to sweep them, but we didn't have the effort we needed, and I like how we responded. Even though we go down, we respond right away. A couple young guys getting some big key goals for us, so it's great.
How do you describe the last couple of minutes? Fun? Nerve-wracking? What is that like as you're trying to close them out?
It's intense, yeah. I mean, 2 goals, like anything can happen. So yeah, you're just dialed in, and that hasn't really settled in now, and gone through the handshake line, and now we can celebrate for a minute.
All right, new life. Go get them in the next series. All right, thanks a lot, guys. We'll pick off somebody else here in just a moment. There's your captain who sets the tone for this team.
Dylan McElrath indeed sets the tone for this Bears team. His team is off to the Atlantic Division Finals. Series scheduled to come soon on Hershey Bears social media and HersheyBears.com. Games number 1 and 2 will be in Hershey, 3 and 4 if necessary in Hartford, and then Game 5 if necessary in Hershey. Here's a look at on our TV broadcast. Thursday and Saturday will be games 1 and 2 of next week. We will let Hartford, in conjunction with them, shortly announce those games coming up. And the entire series schedule soon. TV broadcast information soon as well. But there's a look. Thursday will be game number 1 at Giant Center. Game 2 Saturday. Tickets on sale tomorrow for Bears home games tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. via Ticketmaster. Again, we will work with the Hartford Wolfpack and the American Hockey League. The complete series schedule will be without in the next half hour, hopefully sooner, on HersheyBears.com as well as Bears social media. Garrett, what a fun series for the Hershey Bears, and give the Lehigh Valley fandoms a lot of credit. You know, they pushed the Bears real hard, but Hershey moving on, and this will be a good test going forward. A real good Hartford team up next.
Yeah, you know, you talk about that, it's a great test, and it's one of those things the Bears really haven't had a whole lot of adversity to have to play through this year. You know, we've talked about the response here tonight, and you know, at the end of the day, when you go through these playoff runs, it's you know, they're going to be hard. They're going to be hard-fought games. You know, Hartford got some guys back, and it's an exciting time of year right now.
Lehigh Valley and Hershey meet up for just the second time since the Phantoms moved here. It's the Bears that are moving on. For producer Ed Albert, for the great crew with Service Electric, a big thank you to them. For Art and for Tracy, the Bears Radio Network studios. We'll bring you more coverage with them coming up. For our crew with Monumental, for Garrett Mitchell, for Todd Sadowski, it's a 5-3 win. Next up, the Hartford Wolfpack in the Atlantic Division Finals. More information to come on HersheyBears.com. Good night from the PPL Center.
Oh, the puppies are loose.
Need to get home in a hurry? Time for sport mode. Party's over, boys.
Drive the Nissan Sentra. Now get a low $219 per month lease on the 2024 Nissan Sentra.
Days without hockey can be hard.
Whoops. Oh, man.
You need to find something to do outside of this house.
No, I just need Hadid.
Hadid Carpet is the one to trust for cleaning and restoration of your treasured Oriental rugs and for superior wall-to-wall steam cleaning in your home or office. For 15% off in-plant rug cleaning, call 866-HADID-1.
5 minutes for fighting?